everyone, and welcome to Game Time on YurView, the 4 game of the week. Tonight's matchup, the Norman Tigers take on the Moore Lions. And hi again, everybody. Steve Marshall along with my partner Dion Amade, getting ready for yet another week of high school football here in the great state of Oklahoma, and 2 teams coming in with a very similar resume, Dion.
Very similar resume and fairly similar situations. Both of these teams coming into the season with new head coaches, coming off 2 losses as well. But luckily tonight, one of these teams is going to come home with their first victory.
All right, we're going to be watching some featured players throughout the evening here as well. So we invite everybody to be looking out for our 2 Mazio's MVP players for tonight's game. At the end of the game, we'll select the Mazio's MVP based on their performance tonight. So let's take a look at some of those players. And first off, for the Norman Tigers, one of their running backs.
Yeah, Trayvon Edmondson, one of the guys that really came on strong last year. I think it was one of our games, Steve. He's a really strong guy. Explosiveness, when he gets to the hole and gets to the second level, he's got a little shake to him, so they better beware on that other side.
More Lions, well, they're like a lot of teams. They're still looking for exactly who their quarterback is going to be right now. It looks like it's going to be Daniel Highshaw. A lot of athletic ability. They feel very high on him. We'll watch him as one of the candidates to the Mazio's MVP. Remember to text message MVP to 664-4444 and receive a coupon for a large one-topping pizza for only $5. So there you go. We're just about ready to kick it off here from Moore School Stadium. Coming up, it's game time on YurView. Stay with us. Welcome back to Moore's.
The Ford High School Game of the Week is brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers, the best in Oklahoma. Mid-First Bank, true to your money. The Oklahoma Farm Bureau, the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. Mill Creek Carpet and Tile. Mazio's. And by Weoki Credit Union.
Welcome back, everybody. As you can see, the Norman Tigers ready to make their appearance on the field here tonight at Moore School Stadium. And we take a look at keys to the game. Dion Amade alongside.
Yes, sir. The first key is no turnovers. The Moore Tigers really wanted to focus in on that. Felt like they beat themselves a couple times last week, so they want to get that cleaned up. Run the football. That's one of the things that the Moore team mentioned. They really want to do a good job on the ground game. And number 3, win the kicking game. With a young team like both of these have, it's important for field position to be a priority, so they want to get that done, and those are your 3 keys of the ball game.
There you take a look at the Moore Lions coming out of their field tonight, and they're going to defend it when we come back on your Oklahoma Ford Dealers Game of the Week. It is game time. It's here on YurView. Folks, getting ready for another exciting night of football here on YurView, your Oklahoma Ford Dealers game of the week. Game time tonight. Norman Tigers, and there's their first-year head coach, Rocky Martin. Excited about what he has and how this offense, defense will gel together in his very first year. And then over on the other side, Brad Hill for the Moore Lions.
Yeah, coming over there from Norman North, playing the defensive coordinator over there. So really excited to see him and see how his team fares well in his first year coaching the Moore Lions. As
we said, weather-wise, I guess the last 2 weeks were really perfect. They were hard to top. It's actually a little warm here this evening, but the sun is soon to set. There you look at the referees for tonight: Eddie Adams, Scott Gibbons, Ryan Cobble, Tim Ott, and Mario Franklin will be your guys in the striped shirts for this evening. Guys are stretching it out.
I always wondered, do the referees have to stretch inside? Like, I never saw them warm up.
It's a mysterious art that goes way back in time. I'll have to tell you more about it during a halftime break sometime.
I look forward to it.
Well, there's a look at your locator right there. Norman Tigers gathered around their coach. They're about ready to take the field. They're ready to get this show on the road. And here come the Moore Lions. There's a look at your weather particulars at the moment. 91 degrees, winds out of the south at about 12. You can get any type of weather this time of year in the state of Oklahoma. We've had it 104 kickoff. We've had it storming to beat all storms and other times and locales throughout the years. Pretty good the first 3 weeks so far in this season.
Knock on wood.
Right.
Hopefully it keeps up.
Lions will kick it away. Tigers set to return. This used to be one of the top battles in the state before all the schools started splitting up and more schools took over. Norman and Moore, neighboring schools that they are, always a big battle. Here we go, line drive kick taken at about the 18-yard line. Coming near side of the field. That's a nice open field tackle there on special teams. Coming up and making the hit for Moore was number 6, looked like Tony Fogel. Here's a look at the offense for the Norman Tigers. Andrew Young and Harvey Cooper, Andrew Sparks, Kowaleski, Oyasanya, Guerin, Mark Williams Jr., Edmondson, Ford, and the quarterback is Cade Horton. And they really like what they have in this young quarterback as you see the Tigers come out and take the field.
On the tackle is actually number 5 from the Moore Lions, Marcus Nichols.
Take the pitch, give it to the fullback. Late surge forward. He'll get about 4 yards on the carry. And we should call this name a lot. Cade Horton, yes, of course we will. He's the quarterback, but also Trayvon Edmondson, our feature player of the season. Horton, as you saw, just a sophomore. Handoff, they try the right side. And he is lifted up and spilled just a little bit beyond the 30-yard line as we take a look at the Moore defense with London Lester and Kanan Nelson, Joe Ballack, Rushad, also Baxter, Holder, Albert, Biederman, Nickel, Buckheit, and Kemp on defense for the Lions. Here's Horton looking downfield, now decides to tuck it and run with it. He'll get the first down yardage out across the 35. Good, slow, sustained drive to get things going for the Tigers.
And there goes that athletic ability of the quarterback for this Norman team. Check out the replay right here. Linebackers for Moore do a good job reading their keys and getting into the passing lane. So he sees nothing open, just tucks it and runs and gets what he can. First down for this Norman Tiger team.
Handoff straight ahead. Once again, it's Edmondson. He just kind of dashes and darts and hops and skips, and next thing you know, he's got an easy 4 yards.
That was great vision right there by Edmondson. You could see that play was meant to go over there to that right-hand side. He just does a good job cutting it back and getting up the field.
Horton, quick drop, throw, pass complete, far side. First down to the far side, still on his feet. And he gets into Moore territory. Reception out there made by Mark Williams, the 6'3" senior.
Good job by Mark Williams. Take a look at this replay right here. Just a quick hitch route. He comes off strong, stiff arm, puts the guy on the ground, makes a couple of other guys miss and gets up the field before he's brought down for the big gain for these Tigers.
From the 43 now, straight ahead, it's Edmondson. Edmondson into the secondary. He's got first down yardage. He's down to about the 24-yard line and another first down for the Tigers.
Big plays all around the field. This time they do it on the ground. Look at Edmondson, a big hole. You can drive your truck through that, Steve. Right up the gut over there with another first down for these Norman Tigers.
More Lions don't like what they see so far. They're going to take a timeout as Norman is able to just pick up the ball and move. The offensive line obviously doing a very good job for the Norman Tigers. Still no score on the board right now, but of course they are threatening here in the early going. All Game Time High School football games stream live each week at YurView.com. Also, check back throughout the week for the 4 Game of the Week highlights and additional coverage, including the new weekly high school football recruiting podcast, Over the Middle, with host Jeremy Crabtree. That is on YurView.com.
It's more Norman Tiger team is really having some success with that 4-3 defense that they're looking at. 3-4. So I always get those two mixed up sometimes. You would think being a defensive player that I would have. It's confusing.
Yeah,
3-4,
you should know
4-3.
that.
Don't tell nobody.
Tigers handoff left side again, another gaping hole. And they are running right over the Moore Lions here on this opening drive. They don't have any points for it yet.
Yeah, Edmondson is finding no trouble getting to the second level of this defense.
And it's Edmondson again. And he just keeps fighting, keeps churning those legs, and he's going to get it down to about the 10-yard line. And that'll be another first down.
Number 10, Dylan Buckheit. Number 15, Joe Bauer.
Still the opening drive of the contest. And Norman has had no problem driving it straight down the field. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. Line of scrimmage, they say the 11, but really it's more like the 12. As here's the handoff to Edmondson. This time hit at the line of scrimmage, dropped maybe a half yard at the most on that play.
Yeah, right there. Moore's Lions team defense is doing a good job. We're at the 11 personnel, 1 back, 1 tight end. That outside linebacker over there kind of puts the tight end in his own gap, kind of clogging it up, so Edmondson has nowhere to room, and some other Lion defenders come up there and help him out.
Mike Williams goes out wide to the right side. Also out there, number 4 is Tyler Crum. And the pass is intercepted, taken away. Race back the other side, quarterback diving to make the tackle. Big play by number 2, Daniel Highshaw for the Moore Lions. How about that for a big play?
The quarterback picking off the quarterback. Look at that. He just miscommunication from the wide receiver and the quarterback. And the cornerback is sitting back in there like, oh, is that a gift? I'll take that.
Wow.
Takes it all the way down to the 40-yard line. 45, excuse me.
Norman got all the way down to the 11-yard line. And Highshaw, who came up with that interception, is also the starting quarterback, or at least they'd like for him to be after that exciting run.
Hey, after that, he might need a little bit of wind and some water, so I think somebody else is going to go ahead and get the start.
Coach told us that they would play several different quarterbacks in their scheme of things tonight. Stepping back to throw and going up top down the far side, tipped away. Pass attempt thrown there by number 9, Cameron Allen, 5'11" junior. And here's the starting lineup as it was standing a while ago. Connor Mouse, also Brandon Park and Alex Wright, Jones, Wilcox, Torres, Webb, Sloan, Johnston, Fogle, and Highshaw. And we'll take a look here. And lineups brought to you by MidFirst Bank, true to your money. Highshaw now in at the quarterback spot. 2nd down and 10. And a flag comes out. Looks like the play clock.
Dead ball. Illegal procedure on the offense. Center moved the ball 5 yards. Still 2nd down.
If we go back to that last play before they made the quarterback switch for this Moore Lions team, the defensive back, cornerback over there, number 11, high points the football. That's one of the things that they teach these DBs at this level that not a lot go ahead and implement into their game. When you see the ball in the air, you have to go up and get it because the receiver is going to be waiting for the ball. You have to go attack it. Eton did a good job right there. He just didn't come down with it.
Highshaw, the keeper, off the left side, faked it to the fullback. That's going to work to the tune of a 1st down and get out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. Call it the 32 after the 1st down run there by Daniel Highshaw. Take a look at your Norman defense, brought to you again by Mid-First Bank. And you've got Luna, Stewart, Seals, the 2 Randalls, Danny Cox Jr., Rob, Wilson, Lennox, Henry, and Eton Smith. First down and 10, 32-yard line. Lions in Norman territory. Highshaw looking over the middle, wide open, pass is complete. 1st down yardage. Complete there to Dylan Buckheit, 6 foot, junior, 180 pounds, and he wasn't alone. Almost looked like 2 guys were on that route.
Yeah, and it was just a good read by the quarterback. Cover 4 defense, the safety on the backside has to come over on the number 3 receiver. When it trips to the field, he doesn't come over, and it's a big game for the Moore Lions.
Shea Stewart. Lions spinning, getting inside the 5-yard line on the carry there. Tony Fogel, 5'8" and 180.
Both of these offenses having a lot of success getting up and down the field early in this ball game. Funny thing is, both of these defenses are running a 3-4 defense, so these defensive coordinators are going to have to come sketch this up and line it up and make some adjustments for this next series.
2nd down and goal from the 4. Highshaw with the handoff. They'll get about 2 yards on the play. On the carry once again was Fogel. Going to spot him at about the 2.
In the red zone, as a defensive player, you always have to think, worst come to worst, 3 and out. Not 3 downs and get off the field. It's 3 downs and a field goal. So worst to worst, think of field goal. It's 3rd down. If they can stop them here, put a field goal on the board and you can come out here unscathed.
Highshaw takes the snap, keeps it himself, goes up the middle into the end zone. Touchdown for the Moore Lions. So they get the turnover and bring it back the other way, put a little drive together, and they're the first on the scoreboard. They take a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, simple zone read right there. Fakes the draw, goes up the middle, goes in untouched.
Something tells me you'd like to run the option.
The option? Man, I'd be the perfect option quarterback. I got the flick of the wrist working. You see that, Steve?
I can see it.
Just making sure.
Extra point attempt for the Moore Lions. They'll swing that gate. I don't know, is that when you swing the gate closed, I guess?
Is that closed?
I don't know.
Dang, that's a good question. Is that open or closed?
That's a great question. Kick is back on the way. It is up and it is good. So the Lions on the board first. They lead at 7-0 over the Norman Tigers. It's your Oklahoma Ford Dealers Game of the Week, and it's here on YurView.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
This happens. And this should help. Going further to warn, alert, and protect drivers.
That's Ford, and that's how you become the best in Oklahoma. Now drive a new Ford Fusion and get up to $5,000 cash back. Visit your Oklahoma Ford dealers today.
Because every great accomplishment takes courage. Because one person can't do it all. Because dreams are worth chasing. Mid-First Bank will always be true to your money. with proven services that support all of your endeavors. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
Mazio's.
Welcome back, everybody. Your Four Dealers game of the week right here on YurView. Norman and Moore. Norman got the ball first, drove it all the way down to the 11-yard line. Looked like they were going in for a sure score. Tried a little corner pass that was intercepted, taken back about 70 yards. There, Moore was able to put together a little drive. Highshaw struts into the end zone, and the Lions on top. They lead it here 7-0.
Both of these teams having a lot of success on the ground offensively. The first drive for this Norman Tigers team, they gave that ball to none only than our Mazio's MVP player to watch, Trayvon Edmondson, and he did a lot of good things in that first drive. Let's see if he can continue it on this drive as well.
High kick going to be taken right at the 15-yard line. Coming back to the near side of the field. Plants his foot, runs into some opposition, breaks free, and then is slung to the ground back at about the 18-yard line. Let's take a look at that scoring drive for the Moore Lions, how it all started. Well, the defense got things going. Norman looked like they were going in for some points here. Quarterback throws the timing pattern, but timed perfectly by Daniel Highshaw for the Moore Lions, and he takes it back the other way into Norman territory. And from there, it's a nice little touchdown run for Highshaw as he gets into the end zone. Extra point is good, and the Lions on top 7-0.
And trust me, you're going to see that play a lot tonight, Steve. That zone read where the quarterback has the option to keep it with Daniel's athletic ability, he might have a lot of success with that.
All right, let's see what the Tigers do. Second time with the football. Horton going to roll out in trouble. Gets away. Now he has some blockers. Out in front, has first down yardage, and he'll get it out across the 30 to about the 34-yard line.
Cade Horton saying, hold on there, number 2 for Moore. Hold on. I got some running ability myself there. Look at him elude that. It's a bootleg. He eludes the pressure, finds the backside, sees the cut lane, and gets up the field and gets what he can get. If only he could connect with that stiff arm.
That's
right
right.
there, Steve.
From the 33-yard line now, Horton, the quarterback, gives to Edmondson, and Edmondson burrows his way forward for about another 3 yards. Great night for football. And for most teams, district play will begin next week. So you want to get your best showing out there. Flags come out from the referee.
Illegal procedure on the offense, 5 yards. Still second down.
Penalty against the Norman Tigers.
Yeah, you could see that the first couple of plays. You could see Cade kind of being in a little bit of a hurry, not letting his offense get set.
So after they mark that yardage off, now it's second down and 12. Throwing the ball on the far right side. Too far out in front of the intended receiver, Mark Williams, incomplete.
Hey, man, hash to the other opposite hash over there. That's a big-time throw to make, and it's hard to connect on those. See if you can connect on it later on in the game.
So now the clock stops, 6:24 left to go in what was a quick-moving first quarter of play. Lions have the only points of the game thus far. Tigers looking at a third down and 12 as Horton drops the throw, has plenty of time. Down the middle, 2 receivers there. Falls incomplete. And that'll bring up a fourth down punting situation.
Yeah, that must have been some miscommunication right there in the offense between the wide receivers, because normally they don't put them in the same general area like that. Nobody comes down with the football, and now the Tigers team is forced to punt.
Good look there at Rocky Martin. And a look there at your punter, number 12. That is Jonah Payton. Snap back, gets a good foot into it. Taken at about the 35-yard line, breaks one tackle, comes near side, pushed out of bounds at about the 45-46. And that's where the Lions will put it in play.
Both of these coaches talked about good field position to start this ball game, having young teams and wanting their offense to get a little bit of an advantage. Right now, field position-wise, Moore Lions are winning this ball game, and because of it, they're winning on the scoreboard.
Reminder to watch the replay of the Ford Game of the Week Monday evenings at 7:30 right here on YurView, Cox Channel 1333. And that's going to be a penalty against the Norman Tigers.
Encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Running play, left side, straight up the middle, had running room, number 11, Jace Gardner.
That was some good, strong running by Gardner there. So another zone read. This time they decide to give it to the running back, and pays dividends for him.
At the Norman 35-yard line, and we've got a whistle. And
ball, illegal procedure on the offense, 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Another penalty on the Lions.
Funny, one of the things that coaches always mention in these first couple of ball games is eliminate turnovers and cannot have sloppy play and a bunch of penalties on the field.
Ball is loose, as you say, turnovers. There is one. Right on time and recovered down there by number 8 for the Tigers. That's Gunnar Luna. But it looked like it got stripped right at the line of scrimmage as he was going through the hole. Let's take a look.
Yeah, let's see who really puts a hit on this football and allows it to get loose. It looks like number 41 for this Norman Tigers team. That's Tyron Robb over there. Big hit by him, doing a good job, making his presence felt on this field early in the ball game.
So turnovers now even at 1 apiece.
Did I jinx him?
I think you did, boy. I mean, just right there, live on the air. I don't recall that they ever did anything to you.
Sorry.
1st and 10. And it's Edmondson. Not much there. The last couple times, the hole hasn't been there like it had.
Yeah, they pretty much got that thing cleaned up. It looks like that on the sideline there.
Big number 99, Niall Holder.
2nd down, 8.
Pass play, had it, dropped it, incomplete.
And it simply just looks like some good penetration by the defensive line. Take a look there. Everybody getting their feet moving, pushing the offensive line back. It doesn't allow the quarterback to really sit in the pocket and have that sense of presence that he can step up and make the throw. It's the little things in this sport, the little things. Inches, game of inches. You know what I'm talking about, Steve.
I've heard it somewhere before. Kanan Nelson. Junior lineman, 3rd down and 8. Horton back to throw, has time again. Did he catch that? No.
No.
He made the effort.
Got a hand on it.
Dylan Buckheit. See if we can catch it from this angle here.
And it's just a good timing play right there because it's simply in the flats as he tries that Odell look right there, but he just doesn't get it in, pull it in there like OBJ. The linebacker's just a little late to the flats and there's an opening, but the K doesn't really hit him on the money.
All right, so Norman will apparently kick it away. Should give Moore some pretty good field position. Deep man for the Lions is Dylan Buckheit. Snap is good, kick away, short kick. Bounces right near the 46-yard line, and that's where the Moore Lions will put it in play. 1st and 10. We've got 5:04 left to go here in this first quarter. Lions lead it 7-0.
We've started off hot early in this ball game. Both of these teams pretty much being able to drive the length of the field, so to speak. And now the defenses are really starting to step up. For this Moore Lions team, it's just penetration by the defensive line and not allowing any running lanes. And that was to be expected, though. Brad Hill being the former defensive coordinator for the Norman North team. He knows about some good defense.
Lions with the football, going to run it to the left side. Highshaw keeps it, gets across midfield and down into Norman Tiger territory.
There's one thing I always like about offensive coordinators, and you can always tell what kind of personality they are. If they have a play that's working and they continue to run it, that's hey, we're going to come out here, we're going to run this play, and if you can't stop it, so be it, because we're going to have some success with it. You need to learn how to stop it, and that's what they're doing with this zone read right now.
Highshaw this time does hand it off, spinning forward and getting the first down. More Lions on the carry, number 11, Jace Gardner. Battling his way through, getting the first down. Can't believe we're mid-September already.
We are?
That's what the calendar told me this morning when I got up. First and 10 for the Lions. This time they give it to the running back, and he continues to fight forward. Gets 5, almost 6 on the carry.
Yeah, that's good yardage, but I thought on that one, Daniel should have kept it. It looked like he had some running room over there on the boundary side of the field.
38-yard line,
Second
second down 5.
down and 5 now. Quick push pass to the far side of the field. It's about all I can call it. Going to gain about 3 yards, and that's still going to leave about 3 to get the first down.
Yeah, just a simple quick screen.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, simple quick screen out there to the side. But you can see this Norman Tigers team is really feeling the pressure as far as what Moore is putting on the field on the running game. These safeties are playing really close up into the box, just daring them to throw it over their heads.
Third down and 2. Highshaw hands it off. Looks like they're going to be a little short.
They're in kind of that no man land where you can't kick a field goal this long and it's too close to punt, so you might as well just go for it. 4th and 1.
Long way to go in the play clock. It's only at 15. Highshaw pulls it, keeps it. Has running room, gets to the corner. He's going to get down close to the 10-yard line. Right at the 10 is where they're going to spot him out. That'll be a first down situation.
I told you he should keep it, Steve. Outside has a lot of running room. Check out this replay. Another zone read. Decides to keep it this time. Bows out. A lot of running room. Decides to cut back outside. He sees his blockers. Gets up the field all the way to about the 12-yard line.
All right, so and one of the Norman Tigers still down, now getting up. Number 2 for Norman is Galen Randall. He's reaching back there like it might be a hamstring. So we're looking at a first down situation. The line of scrimmage is going to be right at the 11 again. So they're in much the same situation they were earlier. First and goal from the 11. They tried that short pass that the safety read and took away and took it back 70 yards. And from there, they were able to take it down the field and get the only points of the contest. Right now, Moore trying to do it again. I believe it's homecoming here tonight as well. So as we go in and out during our halftime proceedings, we'll be bringing you some of that action as well. And one of the offensive linemen moved too early for the Lions, and they're going to be marching back the other way.
Procedure on the offense, 5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
So now 15, first and 15. Good look at Daniel Highshaw, just a sophomore. South Moore has a good young quarterback who is also a sophomore. There's Highshaw. He's going to keep this one all the way. Left side, banging around in there, and he's going to get inside the 10 down to about the 9-yard line. Take a look and watch the runner, Highshaw, looking for that seam, that hole.
Ball now at the 9-yard line, second down.
And getting some yardage there. We'll check the numbers during our Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance halftime show, the same Farm Bureau that you've always trusted, now even better. Second down and 8. Highshaw. Keep up the middle. Not much there for Jace Gardner. He maybe got 2 yards. And now 1:10 left to go here in this second quarter of play. First quarter, sorry. There's Rocky Martin. He's talking to his defense. There's 10 on the play clock. Still 40 on the game clock, as you can see there. Highshaw. Runner is hit in the backfield, and now a flag comes in. So hold everything. Hold everything. Dion Amade is making it down to the sidelines. He'll check in.
Face mask, 5 yards on the defense. Repeat, third down.
So now that puts them in the area where all they need is about another yard, and they've got another whole 4 downs.
Now 3-yard line, third down.
See, just can't really tell if he still even has a grasp on it. You know. So, clock stopped, 37 seconds left to go now. They come to the line of scrimmage. Play clock begins. You want to make sure that you get in and score here. You want to make sure that if you don't make it here, you've left yourself enough time. But it is third down, so they must like what they called. Highshaw trying to get to the corner. Highshaw into the end zone for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Miles.
Pretty sure they knew what they were doing on that one.
Daniel Highshaw Jr.
Got to make sure that you keep in the hands of number 2, Daniel Highshaw, into the end zone. And that makes it a 13-0 lead with the extra point still to come. Well, it's been good defense and a strong running game so far early for the Moore Lions as they now shift in their extra point formation. Leading at 13-0, kick on the way through the uprights, and it is up and good as well. So 14-0, Moore Lions on top of the Norman Tigers on its YurView.
Improving the lives of Oklahomans is the proud heritage of Oklahoma Farm Bureau. Today, whether you live on the farm, small town, or big city, Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance is here to protect you when life happens, when you need us most. Everyone claims to be local. Only Oklahoma Farm Bureau has locations in every county across our state. Contact an agent today. We're ready to help save you money and give you real peace of mind. We're the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better.
It's the Great American Ford Sales Event, offering 0% for 60 months on the brand with the highest owner loyalty. America's best-selling brand and the best in Oklahoma. Plus, all first responders, active duty, and military veterans get $1,000 appreciation cash on top of all current offers. Like 0% financing for 60 months on all Ford cars, plus $1,000 appreciation cash. Hurry into your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Because practice pays off.
Because it's better to give than to receive. Because there's no place like home. MidFirst Bank will always be true to your money, with innovative services that let you focus on what's most important. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
Welcome back, everybody. It is game time here on YurView. Norman getting ready to receive the kick from the Moore Lions. Dion Amade also on the sidelines with us tonight.
Yes, sir.
All set for this kickoff. Have some exciting things coming up in between quarters and halftime, of course. It is homecoming here tonight. And the Moore Lions right now on top, leading it by a score of 14-0. High short kick. It's going to be taken right at about the 30-yard line, running it to the far right side. And that'll leave us time for us to take a look at that scoring drive. Here's Highshaw keeping it himself, getting around the corner, and finally out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. And then here he is again, getting to the outside and just kind of letting his blockers lead the way and getting it in for another 6 points. Could be the final play of the half right here as the handoff goes to the right side. Cutting it back, getting some nice yardage on the carry. Number 7 is Jordan Ford. And that will be the end of this first quarter of play. It's 14-0. It's the Moore Lions on top of the Norman Tigers. Let's go back down on the field. Dion Amade. Dion, take it away.
Yeah, I'm over here with my man Chris from Weoki Kick for Cash. We got another participant. We got Ivan Cordinas. Ivan, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it, man. It's game time. All right, guys, he's wearing the Adidas MMDs right now. He's standing up. He's no fear. He's ready. It's good, guys. It's good. It's good. Ivan, man, you look like a pro. Look like you should be wearing some pads. What did you practice?
No.
It's all in the foot, huh?
Yeah.
And then the MMDs too, huh?
Yep.
Well, congratulations. That's $500 from Weoki Kick for Cash. Chris, what do you got to say to the young man?
Way to keep your eye on the ball, Ivan. I knew you could do it.
Ivan Cordinas, our Weoki Kick for Cash participant. Hey, if you want to come join in the fun, get that money. We're out, baby.
All right, Dion, thank you very much. Dion's happy. Ivan is happy. Let's check out that kick one more time here to see how Mr. Ivan Cardenas punched it through the uprights. Yeah, you could tell he's kicked a round ball once or twice before. Lions on top 14-0 with just 1 quarter of play thus far in the books. Well, when the game started, the Tigers took the ball down the field on the opening drive. They were on the 11-yard line, looked all the world like they were going into the end zone. But then an interception, a return, and a Moore touchdown, and then another Moore touchdown. And the Lions on top now, leading it by a score of 14-0. The handoff there goes to number 7, Jordan Ford. I was about to say I haven't seen Edmondson out there in a while, but he is out there. Dropping the throw, pass complete. It's going to be just shy of the first down yardage. Pass goes to Edmondson. They're going to say he's down right at the 31-yard line. Needs to get to the 30 for the first down yardage. Keeper, left side, lots of running room. Has the first down, and then about 7 or 8 yards before he's even hit on the play. And a nice run there by number 14, Cade Horton. Tigers again on the move. As you see there, nice job by Morton. Here's Edmondson, left side. Edmondson keeping his feet churning, and he's going to be close to getting another first down. Good look there at Rocky Martin. Team trailing. Chance to get right back in this thing here. Morton, handoff. Trying the left side, tiptoeing the sideline. Number 7 is Rodney Figueroa.
Good job by Figueroa, just getting up the field and getting what he could get, getting the first down for this Tigers team.
Sorry, that was Ford. That's my fault.
It's a big sophomore right there,
Yeah,
6 foot 205.
So now we've got 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Edmondson straight up the middle, but he gets hit pretty good.
Look at the penetration by the defensive line right there. Good job by the big guys up front. Number 94 leading the crew over there. Tanner, big Tanner over there. Blowing kisses.
Bruchard. Horton looks at the defense. Takes the snap, drops. He's had great protection all night long, rolling. Keeps it and then is knocked out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
You're right about that, Steve. Great protection from the big guys up front. Just everybody sticking on to the DBs. Nobody really finding any openings. Look at him working in the pocket, looks downfield, keeps his eyes up, but doesn't see anything. Gets what he can get. He gets out of bounds. Now it's 3rd down for the Tigers.
3rd and 7. Line of scrimmage at the 8-yard line. Horton takes the snap. Kind of a draw play, just can't break free. He will get inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line. He needs about 3 yards for a first down, 4 yards for a touchdown, but it's 4th down coming up.
Yeah, it looks like the outside linebacker, number 28 for the Moore Lions over there, comes in a blitz, London Lester. Good job by Kate, just avoiding the pressure and getting up the field.
So Moore wants to talk about it. 4th down. They can get a first down. They can get a touchdown. And this is a big, big possession. They've been down here this way once before. They came away empty. And right now they're trailing 14-0. They need to come away with some points.
Yeah, you can't be in the red zone 2 times and come out with no points. Just a big morale boost. Negative play right there.
Hey, coming up on the Over the Middle podcast this week on YurView's high school football recruiting podcast, Josh Ward from WNML in Knoxville breaks down the Tennessee-Florida recruiting rivalry. YurView analyst, a former Dallas Cowboy and SMU Mustang, Dale Hellestrade, previews the feature game of the week, plus his thoughts on how Arizona and Arizona State have struggled with local recruiting. Dale recounts his memories of being recruited back in the SMU Pony Express days. And Matt Mueller, of the COO of Huddle, discusses the impact Huddle has had on college football and the recruiting process. You can check that out again. That's on this week's episode of Over the Middle, the podcast, promo number. You can check it out now at YurView.com. So lots of information there. Hopefully we got it to the right ears. And right now we're looking at a 4th down situation. 4th down and 3 from the 4. Wide open, and a pass is tipped right at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was going to be wide open to just toss the ball to, and somebody got a big paw up there.
Yeah, he was wide open. Number 1, Harvey Cooper in the end zone sitting. He actually anticipated the football, and then all of a sudden it was batted down. It looked like by number 94 and 88 right there. Slow it down. Both of those guys kind of fighting for it, trying to get the ball down. Big number 88, Marcus Morris, looked like he was first there.
Wow, so another opportunity for the Tigers, turned back by the Moore Lions.
Like I mentioned before, 2 trips to the red zone and 0 points. As an offense, you kind of feel down about that. Not helping your team too much when you get into the red zone and don't get any points out of it.
All right, see how the defense responds. And also what the Lions want to do offensively. Running play on the first down carry. out over the 10-yard line, gain of about 5 on the play.
Looked like another zone read right there.
Number 6, that's Tony Fogel for Moore. Highshaw. Handoff, right side. Going to be close to first down yardage.
Tell you what, this Norman Tigers team is doing a good job early in this drive, staying tough, putting the running backs on the ground, not letting them get too much yardage. See if they can do it here on 3rd and 2.
Highshaw, I think, has been the quarterback every play except the one after the interception. And now a flag comes in late.
A lot of flags.
Yeah.
It looks like a very big face mask right there.
Somebody saw something. Face mask on the Tigers. That will help dig Moore out of a little bit of a hole. Let's take a look and see what we can find out.
Yeah, and that kind of hurts you as a defense because it seems like they have
face mask, 15 yards on the defense.
Yeah, I'd say
first down.
Ooh, ooh. That's a scary sight right there. His neck turns all the way back.
Man. So Highshaw still in there. Takes the snap and drops the throw. Looked like he wanted to go deep, rolling, throwing downfield, caught. Reception made far side by Dylan Buckheit. Now it's incomplete.
Yeah, and that's just a good job by Highshaw back there in that pocket, being composed, moving his feet, getting away from the pressure, and then finding a man downfield, keeping his eyes up. It's just unfortunate that he can't hang on to the football. That would have been a big play for this Moore Lions team.
So 2nd down and 10. A lot of movement going on out there. Highshaw keeps it, good thing. And he's got the right side, first down yardage. Almost looked like the defender was there before the ball was, and Highshaw really didn't, he wanted to hand it off, but couldn't.
Take a look at this. The guy, the defender kind of just picks the wrong guys. That's the benefit of having a zone read, okay? You can pull it whenever you want to, and he decides to pull it at the right time right there.
Wow, that's sleight of hand was pretty nifty there. 6 carries, 83 yards. You can see why they're excited about him as their quarterback for the next couple of years. Here's a pass out to the near side of the field into Tiger territory. Pass caught out there by number 80. That's Braden Sloan, 6'1" senior.
And that's a good job by number 17, Cedric Seals, coming from his linebacker position, making the tackle.
This time the defense is theirs. They stack it up and drop him for a loss on the play.
Good tackle by number 92, Kobe Wilson. Does a good job of getting some penetration into the backfield, making the running back run right into his own blocker, and then coming off and making the tackle.
Second down and 12. Highshaw, wide open receiver. Pass is caught far side.
That's going to be good enough for a first down. Reception made there by Jace Torres, the 6'2 senior.
Yeah, and that's just good timing right there. Check out the play. You see all these linebackers and defenders for the Norman Tiger in the backfield, but with the quick one-step drop and letting the ball fly, they don't have enough time to get back there and create a tackle for loss.
Highshaw trying to get a bit of a breather.
He's earned one.
Yes, he has. He is definitely in consideration for that Mazio's MVP player of the game. Here's the keeper. It's Highshaw again. He's still on his feet inside the 10, reaching for the end zone. Highshaw, touchdown.
And Highshaw is doing it all for this Moore Lions team on homecoming night. Just give him the ball and watch out, guys. Little Johnny Manziel impression there.
Daniel Highshaw got around the corner, and again, such a great job on hiding the ball on the exchange with the running back.
Very hard to see it with our monitors over here. I imagine it's very difficult for the defense as the Moore Lion team closes the gate.
Extra point attempt here. Snap back, ball down, kick on the way from Dylan Ellis is up and good. The Moore Lions, they're on top. They lead it on your Oklahoma Ford Dealers Game of the Week. Here on YurView, it's 21-0.
Improving the lives of Oklahomans is the proud heritage of Oklahoma Farm Bureau. Today, whether you live on the farm, small town, or big city, Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance is here to protect you when life happens, when you need us most. Everyone claims to be local. Only Oklahoma Farm Bureau has locations in every county across our state. Contact an agent today. We're ready to help save you money and give you real peace of mind. We're the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better.
At Mill Creek, we've simplified your floor shopping experience. Introducing our Signature Value Collection, a unique offering that guarantees you the highest quality at the lowest prices every day. Hand-chosen by our designers and buyers, our Signature Value Collection represents the hottest styles, colors, and trends in the industry. With 12-month financing and our extended installation warranty, it's now easier than ever to update your home. So for the highest quality and lowest prices, shop Mill Creek's Signature Value and Save.
Mazio's.
21-0 our halftime score. You can see our game time here tonight. YurView. And folks, well, the Moore fans are enjoying it right now more than the Norman fans are, as Moore has been able to take some mistakes and capitalize on those to put some points on the board. And right now, shutting out Norman, leading it by a score of 21-0.
And right now, it's all zone read, zone read, zone read left, zone read right for Daniel, number 2 for this Moore Lions team.
Kick goes out of bounds. Got 6:21 left to go here in this first half of play. We'll be back in action again tomorrow night, too. As a reminder, we have Norman North and Edmond Santa Fe. Another one of your Oklahoma Ford Dealers games of the week tomorrow night on YurView. There you go. Norman North, of course, making it to the state championship final last year. They're the only West Side team that's made it to that finals in the last 10+ years. They made it in 2012, made it last year. Everybody else aspiring to get there. Here's a running play, Edmondson. Edmondson will get it out to the 35-yard line.
I'm sure Edmondson has a good average right now. It seems like every time he touches the ball, he gets about 5 yards.
There's Horton with a running play, and they're going to give him first down yardage out across the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Horton not having a lot of time in that pocket to actually look down there and scan the field and making some reads and able to get in the ball to his wide receivers.
12 carries, 60 yards. So 5 yards a clip, you'll take that anytime you can get it. Running play left side, first down yardage and then some for the Tigers. They're going to get it to the far side of the field. That's Jordan Ford.
That's that big sophomore, 205 pounds, 6 feet, and all of it looking impressive down the field. Nobody wants to lay a hand on him. As you can see him go up the field. Look, he's about to go out of bounds. He looks like he wants to turn back and come for some more.
All right, so we've got a timeout on the field right now. 5:38 left to go, but here before the intermission. More Lions right now, and their head coach, first-year head coach Brad Hill. There you can see him with the visor on. And leading it 21-0 over Norman.
Yeah, I'm sure he wasn't too happy about that last play right there. Ford really finding a big hole and taking advantage of it, trying to get some points on the board before halftime, trying to go in with a little bit of momentum.
Yeah, because Moore's worked too hard to try to, for them to give anything away. Feel like Norman would have to take it from them right now at this point. Still 5:38 left to go here before halftime. One team liking the way the scoreboard looks and the other one trying to change it. Tigers, Horton, running play, breaks loose, gets a great block, and another one, and he's actually going to turn this into something else. Wow, what a great run by Horton. Then a fumble at the end, and it's going to be turned over.
And that is just an impressive headsy play over there by the linebacker, Mr. Nelson, coming up with the big strip.
Big play for the Moore Lions. Let's take a look again.
Yeah, just a good job by the quarterback there, able to find some open space and pick up some big blocks over there. Mr. Cooper, number 1 for this Norman team, gets a good block. Edmondson picks up a big one over there. You see number 3 putting his arms out and getting some guys, Mark Williams, but just a good play by number 30, Nelson, to strip the ball as the quarterback is going down.
Wow.
And again, essentially, that's getting into the red zone, and another turnover for this Norman team.
That's 3. Highshaw takes the snap, hands it off up the middle, first down yardage and then some.
And that could have almost gone for 6 again, but number 17 for this Tigers team comes up with a big tackle, Cedric Sales. Look at zone read again, makes a good cut, good blockers, and just a diving tackle, good effort by Cedric right there.
All the way out to the 24-yard line. Lions with that lead. Handoff left side. And more yards there on the carry, number 6, Tony Fogel.
Just a different look for this Moore team, but same play. They got 20 personnel in the ball game, 2 backs, 0 tight ends. And they show the zone read, but with a lead blocker this time.
Shaw to his right, throws, pass complete.
And a big hit by number 9 from his safety position. That is Stewart coming down, laying the hit. I like to see those things. Check it out again. Rolling out to his right, pass on the money, and he makes a big hit. That's the kind of momentum this Norman Tiger team needs. You need to feed off those emotions and that big play right there.
Shea Stewart with the big play for the Tigers. Brings up a 3rd down and 4 now for the Lions. The Lions have really been able to answer most every call Norman has had. Here comes the run blitz. They forced the handoff early, reaching for it and getting the first down. Highshaw with great second effort.
That's a good, dangerous, but headsy play by Highshaw right there. Knowing where he is on the field, seeing what he needs for the first down, and just sticking the ball out there. Good job again, pulling the ball at the right time, and then put the ball out and get the first down.
You know, they talk about things that you just can't teach, and, you know, making that play there, the decision to pull it at the last second or not, just doesn't seem like one of those things. It almost has to be instinctual.
Just the awareness of where you are on the field and where the first down marker is truly impressive.
And hold everything.
We got timeout. 4.
So timeout taken by the Lions. They'll talk it over with their coach there, Brad Hill. And we'll take a little break of our own as we continue our show here tonight. It is the Oklahoma Ford Dealers Game of the Week. It's game time, and it's YurView. Moore Lions lead it 21-0.
It's football season. Coaches Cabana's back, baby. Coaches Cabana brings you the greatest personalities in football, including yours truly, for an interactive game day experience.
Cox is the only way to experience it. Watch OU Coaches Cabana on channel 1333 and OSU on channel 1334.
And watch it live on your new Contour app and have your game on your TV.
But you can only get it with Cox.
Watch Coaches Cabana for details to win OU Tulane pay-per-view on Cox.
Welcome back, everybody. It is your Oklahoma Ford Dealers Game of the Week. It is game time, and it is here on YurView. Back to the action. Rocky Martin, the Norman head coach. His team trailing right now 21-0 against these Moore Lions. Daniel Highshaw has been the leader on the offense, running that read option all night long. This time they'll take the snap, run it directly off the right side, get about 7 yards on the play.
Now check it here, Steve. This Norman team is not going to sit there and let them run the football all night. So here's the adjustment they just made. Switching to man-to-man defense, now allowing extra defenders inside the box, and hopefully maybe getting a safety down there so he can pick up that zone read and allow them to have a little bit more success.
It's the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the flag. First down.
And now you can even see it into effect. Extra guys to block, not able to get your hands on them. Sudden adjustment like that kind of favors the defense because the offense doesn't know what to expect.
So first down and 21. See what the Lions come up with here. Play clock is down to 7. Just do get the play off. Caught in the backfield and dropped for a loss on the play. It's a nice play defensively.
Number 45 for this Norman Tigers team. Look at him come back in the backfield, defeat his blocker, and then Tevin Randall comes down and makes the big stop. Good job by him.
So a loss now makes it second down and 24.
Gets the play call from the sideline right there.
Handoff right side, up the middle. Nice gain.
Makes it a very manageable. Let's check out the replay right there. Just a big hole, hat for a hat, gets up the field before he's brought down by 3 Norman Tiger defenders.
Still third down and 11, however.
But it's 3rd and 10 now. Instead of being 3rd and 15, it's a manageable down, something that you might see on a regular. Kind of opens up the playbook a little bit more.
4 on the play clock, 3, 2. And they finally do get the handoff right at the buzzer there, and he's dropped for a loss on the play with 1:43 left. And now that'll bring up a 4th down and long situation. Here's a look at the last play. Quarterback trying to read it that time, and he read that he didn't want to keep the football. And that's why right there as he got dropped. So both teams take advantage of visiting with their coaches for the moment. And that reminds us to control what is going on at your place. Cox Home Life allows you to unlock your home's full potential and help your home take care of you. 24/7 professionally monitored security provides peace of mind, plus video monitoring and automation features like smart door locks, smart thermostats, and smart lighting let you see and control your home from anywhere. Go to cox.com/homelife or visit your local Cox Solutions store to find out more on how to get free professional installation and a free HD camera. Making it so easy. All right. 4th down, minute 32 left to go here before halftime. Dion has made his way down to the field. See if he can't grab the Moore coach as he is headed off to what you would think would be a pretty satisfied locker room in that first half of play. Lions in punt formation. Kick is away. It's a good kick, far side, right at the 29-yard line. Norman's got the wall set up. Nice return. Great block on the kicker. Flags come out. And the run return is all the way back inside the 20-yard line, but hold on. The kicker got waylaid. He never saw what was coming, and they threw the flag right at that particular play. I'm not sure if that's the call or not, but you can see he is walking it off because he got stuck. One of those blindside plays that nobody sees coming.
I got a personal foul, blindside block on the return.
So that is what the call is going to be, as a matter of fact. His words verbatim. Here's a look at the return. Bringing it back the other way at the bottom right of your screen. You may or may not be able to see it. Looks like they've already run past it. Yeah, it went by. As you can see the flag fly by there. But yeah, he got hit.
Personal foul, blindside block on the return. 15 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
Now you can hear the old apologists right away saying, you know, that's what's wrong with the game right now is they're trying to make it too safe, and that's how you learn, by keeping your head on a swivel. And you can hear that argument just going on and on and on. Passing play to the far side with 1:05 left to go here before halftime. Lions have been able to take advantage of just about every opportunity they have had. Norman not so much. Here's a long pass, got a receiver. Oh, what a catch. What a grab, coming down with the football for the Norman Tigers. Number 10, Andrew Young, watch this one. Horton lays it out there and just on the fingertips. Whew. That's a great catch. Dion, were you able to gather that one in?
Yes, sir, and that was a nice grab by number 10 right there. Just simply a vertical route down the field. When it's deep in the game like this and you're going into halftime, you got to expect something deep as a DB, and they really put that out there, and he got up there and got it.
Andrew Young caught the football, running play up the middle. Edmondson is hit. Looked like he's going to be dropped, but instead gains yardage, gets it down to the 3-yard line, and we've got a timeout called with 21 seconds left. Timeout taken by the Norman Tigers, trying to get into the end zone, trailing by the score of 1-0. Let's take a look at that long throw once again. And credit to Morton for putting it out there where nobody else could catch it, and look at that fingertip catch.
Great effort right there by the receiver.
I mean, that ball was about halfway through his fingertips. If you could see that replay, it was quite the catch. Big play now. Norman has to finish this off. They can have nothing but a touchdown at this particular point.
Remember, Steve, they've been in the red zone 3 times and come out of it with a turnover or a turnover on downs. In this situation, 21 seconds left before halftime. They got to put the ball in the air so they don't run out of time on a running play.
Yeah, no timeouts left, either team. And here we go. 3rd down and 3. Horton takes the snap, drops, throws, corner of the end zone, touchdown Norman. Andrew Young, he made the big reception earlier, the fingertip grab, and he runs the nice underneath route, then gets into the end zone for the touchdown for the Tigers.
And that's a big play for this Norman Tigers team. They needed that one the most. Going into halftime, getting a little bit of momentum coming out into the 3rd quarter.
Snap back, ball down. Kick is up and good, so the Norman Tigers get a big score here towards the end of the first half of play. And with 17 seconds remaining, there's Andrew Young. They now find themselves trailing by a score of 21-7. Here's a look at the touchdown.
Yeah, just a simple pivot route right there by number 10, the wide receiver, and he runs it to perfection. Nobody even on him as he goes down in the end zone with the touchdown. But just going back to that last play that he made, it's good to see the coach get him the ball. When he brought them down there, go ahead and give him the touchdown as well. But as a defensive back, 2 situations where you got to know that they're going to try you. When they're deep in their own 1 or 2 yard line, they have nothing to lose. They're going to chunk it deep. And then going into halftime or the end of the game, they're going to throw the ball up. It's going to be a vertical route. They're going to see if they can get a big chunk of yards, and the only way they can do it is by going vertical, and they did it right there.
Big scoring drive for the Norman Tigers. Andrew Young providing most of that yardage. And now it's just a 2-score game with 17 seconds remaining in this second half of play. Kickoff coming from the Tigers. Kicking it away to the Moore Lions. Short kick, kicked. Loose football. Tigers are saying they have it. There's still 16 seconds remaining.
And they have the wide receivers to make something happen, especially what we just saw on the previous play where number 10 goes vertical deep. They still got number 3, a wide receiver that Coach Rocky Martin told us to look at before the game. I'm pretty sure they'll chunk it to him deep too.
London Lester came up on the football, and it was one of those, if you played enough football, it didn't bounce. It just hit and then shot forward and went right off of his leg, and it was recovered by the Norman Tigers. Now with 16 seconds left, and they have the football in Moore territory. Running play up the middle, 1st down yardage, stop the clocks with 9 seconds to go here before halftime, and you can conceivably get you could get 1 shot at the end zone. I don't know about 2. Orton dropping the throw, looking, in trouble. Clock has run out. He's still on his feet, moving, trying to find a way, spinning away. What a run. Fantastic. What a great end to a first half of football here between the Moore Lions, and now a flag comes out. Wow.
Like a number 99. We'll do it on the second half kickoff. Yes, sir.
So apparently infraction that happened there at the end that it sounded like they're going to. Let's take a look at that last play again and just watch how elusive Cade Horton is for these Norman Tigers. I mean, how many tackles has he broken already? Not to be denied. All right. There he is, Cade Horton, just a sophomore. So the first half finally does come to a close. And with that, the Moore Lions owning that lead of 21-7. Let's go down to the sidelines and talk to Dion Amate some more.
Coach, other than that last play, it looked like y'all had a lot of success offensively with the zone read. What are you going to tell your kids up there at halftime?
The offensive line needs to keep doing what they've done. Quarterback has to make good reads, and we said at the beginning of the game we felt like we needed to run the ball to be successful. The offensive line's done a good job. Quarterback's made good reads for the most part, and we're playing hard. We got to keep doing that on offense.
Good luck in the second half, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Dion, thank you very much. We'll come back with more of our Oklahoma Farm Bureau halftime show. Same Farm Bureau that you've always trusted, now even better. All that, highlights, and much more coming back on Game Time, right here on YurView.
Improving the lives of Oklahomans is the proud heritage of Oklahoma Farm Bureau. Today, whether you live on the farm, small town, or big city, Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance is here to protect you when life happens, when you need us most. Everyone claims to be local. Only Oklahoma Farm Bureau has locations in every county across our state. Contact an agent today. We're ready to help save you money and give you real peace of mind. We're the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better.
It's the Great American Ford Sales Event. Get 0% for 60 months on the smartest, most capable trucks. America's best-selling brand and the best in Oklahoma. Plus, all first responders, active duty, and military veterans get $1,000 appreciation cash on top of all current offers. Like 0% financing for 60 months on F-Series, plus $1,000 appreciation cash. Hurry into your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Because an open road is always calling your name. Because life is sweet. Because every moment counts. MidFirst Bank will always be true to your money. With convenient services that help you maximize the joys in life. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
The Oklahoma Farm Bureau, the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. Tune in each week as we bring you some of the best players in the nation all fall long.
And welcome back, everybody. As you can see, we are bringing you our Oklahoma Ford Dealers Game of the Week here on YurView. It's homecoming tonight at Moore School Stadium. And so throughout the course of the halftime, you'll get a chance to maybe see the band perform and some of the other different teams here that also make up the great story of high school football Thursday and Friday nights. And one of the other big stories that goes along with this from Moore High School is a youngster named Jace Torres. Jace is a big, versatile pass receiver. He's getting looks from different colleges. The Moore Lions are counting on him as a team leader, Jace Torres.
Set, go. Good? No.
I see us competing week in and week out. 6A1 is a very tough football district. Anybody can beat anybody in our league, and I see us competing well and fighting for a playoff spot. Jace Torres is a senior for us. Plays H-back, tight end, even splits out and plays receiver. He's being recruited. He's a good-sized kid, can run. He can do a lot of things for us. He blocks well. He catches the ball well in space, and he's a matchup problem for defenses. He's going to have a big year for us, much like he did last year.
I see our team really building a name for itself and making the playoffs for the first time in a while. So I feel like we'll play really well, become more of a team, more as one unit, and really figuring out later on in the season.
Man, I'm telling you, when I first started coaching, we would have a couple of schools come by to look at us in the spring and stuff, and kind of how it's evolved now is people have media days, and we have spring football, and you go to team camps now. You know, they're real easy to work with, and a lot of our kids get a lot more looks now than I think they used to probably.
It's really fun, honestly. It's cool because you know that people want you and they want you to come play for their school and they'll pay you for it. That's a great opportunity because you get a free education and you get to play a game you love too.
We're going to have to be able to run the football on offense to be successful against Norman High on Friday night. We're going to have to contain the quarterback, the running back, and the receiver, as well as being able to move the chains and kind of control the clock by running the football. If we can do that, then we feel like we can be successful against Norman Friday.
Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance Halftime Show, brought to you by the same Farm Bureau that you've always trusted, now even better. This is the Moore Cheer Squad that is out there, and some of these young ladies that we'll be seeing here at halftime, part of a team that belongs to the 2017 OSSAA double sweepstakes champion marching band, concert, and jazz as well. So congratulations.
Road is always calling your name. Because life is sweet. Because every moment counts. MidFirst Bank will always be true to your money. With convenient services that help you maximize the joys in life. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
Attention! Do you owe more than $12,000 in private student loans? Are you having trouble making payments? Call now as you may qualify for principal and interest reduction. If you qualify, you may be able to reduce the principal and interest of your private student loan balance. Put a stop to all the harassing and threatening from collection agencies once your loans have been reduced. Call Optima Advocates at 800-358-7515 for free information. 800-358-7515. 800-358-7515.
True to your money.
Tune into Game Time this Friday at 7 p.m. for the Ford Game of the Week. Edmond Santa Fe versus Norman North.
Welcome back, everybody. Your Oklahoma Ford Dealers Game of the Week. It's game time here tonight on YurView. Dion Amade is on the sidelines. We'll check in with him in just a little bit, but right now let's take a look at your first half highlights. Opening drive, Norman is driving, looking like they're getting ready to score, but instead the pass is intercepted by Daniel Highshaw, and Highshaw is going to take it deep into Norman territory with the turnover, and then he's going to keep it right here and get into the end zone for the score, and the Lions are on the board first. They lead it by a score of 7-0. And then Highshaw again, just a little stretch play right here, looking for a lane to cut back, none there, so he'll take it to the corner and get into the end zone, and now the Lions are on top. They lead it 14-0. And still some more action as Highshaw keeping it off the right side, getting to the corner, and getting a nice first down for the Moore Lions. And then one more time, up the middle, Highshaw on the keeper. He'll fight to the outside, and he will just reach into the end zone for the touchdown. It was 21-0 at that time, but the Norman Tigers were able to rally and get their only points of the game. Here's a nice run by the quarterback, Horton. He's going to get to the corner, gets a couple of nice blocks here, and he gets deep inside before losing the football. And that, of course, will give it back to the Norman Tigers. And then here they are, Horton keeping it, throwing it. Watch this catch by Andrew Young, fingertip, you betcha. He just did grab onto that one. Then he's going to run the nice route at the goal line, get into the end zone for the touchdown, and that's where we stand right now with the Moore Lions on top of the Norman Tigers by a score of 21-7. Your first half stats, as we take a look there, passing yards pretty even, rushing yards especially even, so first downs, as we look at those numbers-wise, it should tell you that it probably should be a little bit of a closer football game, but Moore has not made many mistakes. Norman's had some big turnovers that have really proved costly to them in that first half. Daniel Highshaw, 9 carries, 121 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And Cade Horton has been getting the job done for the Norman Tigers. 9 carries, 73 yards. We saw a lot of Trayvon Edmondson early in that first half, not so much in the second quarter. We'll make sure to be looking for him more in this second half as well. So there you have it. Your halftime score has Moore on top of Norman. They lead it by a score of 21-7. It's your Oklahoma Ford Dealers Game of the Week. We'll take a timeout and be right back with more.
Rivers connect us, flowing through our lives, bringing us the water we drink, connecting us to nature, to each other. But our rivers and streams are littered with trash, threatening clean water, harming fish and wildlife, turning beautiful river banks into neighborhood eyesores. You can stand up for clean water by getting involved with National River Cleanup. Visit AmericanRivers.org/river cleanup to find out how you can make a difference today.
If you or a loved one develop non-Hodgkin lymphoma after being exposed to Roundup regularly for at least 2 years, you may qualify for a cash award. Call the Gold Shield Group at 800-587-6365. 800-587-6365. Glyphosate, the main chemical in Roundup, may be linked to an increased risk of cancer. People commonly exposed to Roundup include people working in agriculture, farmers, landscapers, city and county workers, even home gardeners, and people who live near areas where Roundup is used may be at risk. If you or a loved one were regularly exposed to Roundup for at least 2 years and develop non-Hodgkin lymphoma, you may qualify for a cash award. Call the Gold Shield Group at 800-587-6365. 800-587-6365. Time to file a claim is limited, so call now. 800-587-6365. That's 800-587-6365. 800-587-6365.
Mazio's.
Well, it's homecoming tonight here at Moore High School. There you can see the concession stand. People still enjoying the nice, still summer-like weather. And we had homecoming earlier, as we said. And so here's a couple of the candidates for the Queen and also the rest of the court. And eventually it was going to be Mackenzie Stroh who would be awarded the Homecoming Queen.
Miss Mackenzie Stroh.
And there you go. Congratulations to Mackenzie Stroh. Come on, guys, take care of her. Get her a crown. There you go. So congratulations to Mackenzie Stroh, as she is our homecoming queen for this evening. There you get a good look at Moore's School Stadium. We'll take a timeout. Well, we'll keep it right here. Hold on just a second now. Enjoy the scenery here at Moore's School Stadium. You can see the players kind of moving back towards the middle of the field. And we'll try to get the coach here as he is headed towards the sideline, see what his thoughts are for the second half of play and how they're going to overcome this deficit. Back down to Dion. Dion?
Coach, that was a big play over there going into halftime. What'd you tell your kids inside?
Fight. You know, we knew that if we get a turnover, some momentum going in the second half, then we're going to keep fighting.
Well, good luck in the second half, Coach.
All right, we'll take a timeout and come back with more on YurView. Stay with us, everybody.
Attention blood thinner users. Thousands of blood thinner users may have been exposed to serious risk by these dangerous medications. If your loved one took Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered serious internal bleeding, call right now. Call Nightline Legal to speak with an experienced attorney for a free consultation. If we don't win, there is no fee. There are time deadlines to file a claim, so don't wait. Call right now.
Call 1-800-898-1341. Again, that's 1-800-898-1341.
Employers, stop wasting money on overpriced job postings. The same job seekers using those other sites also use ericsjobs.com. For a limited time, We have unlimited 30-day job postings for only $25. If you're paying more than $25 to post a job, you're paying too much. $25 job postings at ericsjobs.com. It's free for job seekers and great for business.
Because there's no place like home. MidFirst Bank will always be true to your money, with innovative services that let you focus on what's most important. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
Hungry for pizza? Pick a pair. Mazio's medium one-topping pizzas are only $6.50 each. Pick your two favorite hot, fresh medium one-topping pizzas and get both for only $6.50 each. So go ahead, pick a pair. Only at Mazio's.
Welcome back on your Oklahoma Ford Dealers Game of the Week. It is game time here on YurView. And right now, it's the Moore Lions who have the best of it as they lead the Norman Tigers by a score of 21-7. Still an entire second half of football left to go, and things can and usually do change throughout the half of a football. Let's take a look at our Mazio's halftime MVP update. Trayvon Edmondson got off to a good start early, 13 carries for 63 yards. But you have to say right now, Daniel Highshaw, not only the job that he's done offensively, but also the big interception that he had. 9 carries, 121 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And remember that you can take part and text MVP to 664-4444 and receive a coupon for a large one-topping pizza for $5. 664-4444 is the number to text. All right, so after the penalty to end that first half, Dion Amade is back alongside. Norman will kick off from the Moore side of the field, right at the Moore 45-yard line. They'll try a little onside type kick, and it'll be recovered by Moore, and they will hit the deck, and immediately they will go to work on offense.
Yeah, that's smart headsy play by Jameis Relford right there, getting the ball and just getting on the ground. Already good field position for this Lions team.
See how the two teams want to play it here in the second half after getting together with the coaches, figuring out what it is they're going to do to change their fortunes in this second half of play. Lions come out. Highshaw, you saw his great numbers from that first half of play. Going to keep it, running play to the left side. And he's going to get about 6 yards on the carry, and that's how we begin this second half.
And I've really been impressed by number 17, Cedric Seals, the linebacker. He's been in a lot of tackles in that 3-4 defense for the Norman Tigers.
The referee has, did we lose some lights down at the west end of the end zone or something?
We had a dead ball.
Nope.
Illegal formation on the offense, 5-yard penalty.
So a dead ball foul called against the Lions. They'll move it back. Spot the ball right at the 22-yard line. Highshaw steps right in the middle. Keeps it off the left side. And a flag comes out.
It looks like he lost the football as well. Lucky for him, his offensive lineman jumps on it.
Ball's out, flag's out.
Alex Wright, number 58, with the recovery. Can't be the way you want to start your drive coming out of halftime. 2 penalties in 2 plays.
Hold on the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spotted foul. Still first down.
Check out the replay again. Another zone read. Pulls the ball, getting downfield, has the ball in the wrong hand.
and he just gets hit by his own offensive lineman and coughs it up. Always want to have that ball in the outside arm, closest to the sideline, for plays just like that, fumbles.
Running play near side. Nice run there. Tony Fogel with the carry.
Tackled by Braden Henry right there, number 39. Good job by him as Fogel tries to hit him with the stiff arm, but he hangs down and pulls him down by one arm. Guy's been in the weight room.
Second and 9 coming up for the Moore Lions. Lions long count. Highshaw keeping it right side, nothing fancy. Extends it out. He'll pick up about 3 or 4 yards.
And that's just a good play by the defensive back, the corner over there on that side. They have the play contained on that quarterback sweep out there, but somebody ducks in. But the cornerback comes in replace and brings him down for a minimum yardage gain. And now we have a big third down for this Lions team.
Third call at 6. Highshaw, I mean, it's almost like you know what you're getting with him. But he's been pretty tough to control tonight.
Very tough to control, and also doing it a little bit with his arm. You're looking downfield and getting the ball down there as well.
So they take a timeout. They let the clock go all the way down to 10:03.
That's their first take.
And they'll take a timeout, leading it by a score of 21-7, looking at a third down and 6. We'll take a timeout very quickly and come back and continue our coverage of Game Time here tonight on YurView.
It's football season. Coaches Cabana's back, baby. Coaches Cabana brings you the greatest personalities in football, including yours truly, for an interactive game day experience.
Cox is the only way to experience it. Watch OU Coaches Cabana on channel 1333 and OSU on channel 1334.
And watch it live on your new Contour app and have your game on your TV.
But you can only get it with Cox.
Watch Coaches Cabana for details to win OU Tulane pay-per-view on Cox.
Need to see about getting you in that Coach's Cabana up there.
Man, I'd love to go hang out with Coach Pat Jones.
That would be a lot of fun.
He has stories for days.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Gotta love those guys with all those good war stories.
Third down and 6 for the Moore Lions. Highshaw, quarterback, keeps it and he's in trouble. Nowhere to go this time.
And that's a big play and a big sack by number 45, Tevin Randall. Take a look at it again. It seems like a miscommunication by the offensive line, and Tevin and my man number 17, Cedric Sells, comes in and makes a big stop on third down and get them to bring the punt unit on.
So now it's a 4th down and 13. Norman showing like they might come after this one. Kickoff to the right side. Takes a sideways bounce at about the 47-yard line. That's where the Norman Tigers will put it in play.
Coach Rocky Mountain mentioned on that interview on the field that they are a second-half team. Right now, the defense goes out there, gets a stop on third down, a big sack, showing that they are, and now it's up to the offense to put some points on the board and have a successful drive to go ahead and make the coach a profit.
Yeah, the young man with the best chance to do that is Cade Horton, the quarterback. Hand off goes inside across midfield. It's Edmondson.
He continues with that average. That seems like every time he touches the ball, it's a 5-yard gain.
Picked up 5 there. Here's a pass. Nice little timing route thrown complete. Andrew Young, he caught the long pass and then the touchdown pass on the only scoring drive for the Tigers.
Just a good stick route. Good job by Cade setting up in the pocket, just getting the snap and getting it over to him quickly so he can go ahead and get the first down.
And movement up front. Were they drawn off, or did they just come
Encouragement,
across?
defense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
And there's your quick answer.
I think that's one of those Aaron Rodgers hard counts over there. Draw on the Moore Lions. Seems like all of their defensive linemen offsides.
So now first down and 5. And going far side of the field, defender never turned around. And now they're tripping over each other in the end zone, no flags.
He's lucky he did not call a pass interference on that play. Kind of seemed like he had no intentions of playing the ball. Seemed like he was face guarding, but they don't call it. Check it out again. He sees he just raises his arm. Oh, but at the last second, he gets his head around. I think the referee sees that and gives him the benefit of the doubt.
Here's a running play to the right side, and that one is crashed down.
Good hard hit by number 30, Kanan Nelson over there. Something they've been looking for. This is probably the first time I've seen Edmondson not get 5 yards on a play. Holds them to about 2 yards right there.
Third down and 4 coming up. Tigers looking to keep this drive alive, trail by 14. Quick pass, complete, hit hard immediately, but he holds on and he has the first down. Andrew Young, another nice play.
Yeah, just another simple stick route. It seems like this Norman Tigers offense is finding something that they like, going to Edmondson on the run, and then when they need a quick first down, the stick route, because check it out, in this zone defense, these defensive backs are 4 or 7 yards off the ball.
Running play is blown up this time, nowhere to go. Loss on the play, nice job defensively by the Moore Lions. Number 88, Marcus Morris, the sophomore. One of those in there on the tackle.
Yeah, good penetration by the defensive line and the whole Moore defense. Look at everybody, including the linebacker who starts it off, number 28 for this Lions defense. London Lester is in there first, and then number 88, Marcus Morris, finishes it off.
2nd and 16. Edmondson this time hit at the line of scrimmage and a flag thrown, I believe, by the referee.
Man, number 30, Kanan Nelson, is coming in with some rocks in his pockets this second half.
Holding against the Tigers.
It's almost like they hear me up in this booth saying that Edmondson is running for 5 yards every time he touches the ball. Mr. Nelson is saying he's not doing that anymore.
Norman's been kind of their own worst enemy.
Hold. Penalties decline. Third down.
Third and 16.
Brad Hill opting to take the loss of down instead of the yardage. Probably a smart move, especially where the sticks are, 3rd and 15.
Little screen pass out to the far side. Edmondson breaking tackles. He's right there at that first down marker. Looks like he's a little shy.
A yard short, just a yard short right there. But they are in the red zone, so I would imagine they would go for it right here. Check out the screen pass again. Good blocking downfield. Just number 10 for this Moore Lions team. Daniel Bucket was able to get off a block and make the tackle. 4th and 1. Let's see if they can get it here.
Tigers trying to draw them off. Play clock now down to 6. Handoff. Should have the first down. Not by much, but he got it.
Yeah, just second effort right there. Edmondson keeps his feet moving and is able to get the first down.
How many times have we seen Norman down here today, though?
It's got to be their 4th time, their 4th little trip into the red zone. Only one possession that they come out with points. See if they can make it 2.
New set of downs, 1st and 10. Edmondson straight ahead for about 4. Make it 3.
Made when number 99.
Talk about number 87, Terrell Dobson, right there.
At the 11-yard line, second down and 8. Took at the ball at 16.
Pass to the corner, flags everywhere. Ball is out, incomplete, but we got flags. Hold on.
That was a way to compete by both players right there. Number 18 for the Lions, Evan Bitterman. And also number 10 for this Norman Tigers offense, Andrew Young.
Defense.
Seems like we got a holding call on the defense, though.
That's what the indication is.
Interested to see who it's on, if they called it on the DB up there. Sure, Coach Brad Hill wants to know who it's on as well. Check out this replay over here. Just a quick pump fake. Really does a good job getting the ball in the air. And there you can see number 18 having a grasp of Andrew Young's jersey as the ball comes down. Not too much of a hold, but enough to get a call.
Yeah. So first and goal now. Line of scrimmage is right at the 8-yard line.
First and goal.
Got to think with 4 chances here with this offense, with the job that Cade Horton has done, that they should be able to get in there.
Seems like Edmondson is having a tough time with these last couple of attempts that he's had to get the ball up the field. Let's see what they go with down here.
A lot of movement around. Here comes the handoff inside. Somebody lost a helmet, but no gain or maybe just a yard on the play.
And that was a good job by number 28 for this Moore Lions defense. London Lester, you see all the hair coming off the field. He was screaming off that edge as he came back there and made the tackle for loss. Kind of looked like Palomalu.
He did. No gain on the play. They call it second down and goal from the 8. Horton going to keep it, run it left side. Flag comes out from that far side, Judge. Right about the area you would expect to find holding. We got one of the Moore Lions down in the middle of the field, too.
That was just a good job by the defense being able to contain and not let up anybody on the outside.
Holding against Norman. Tanner Burchode is the young man that is down for Moore, 6-foot senior.
And he's had a good night tonight. A lot of penetration in the backfield.
Hold on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Still second down.
I think he's had a couple tackles for loss and a batted down pass.
So Burchode is the young man who is down. And obviously the players will gather with their coaching staffs, and we will take a break ourselves here with 21-7 our score. The Moore Lions on top of the Norman Tigers. It's your Oklahoma Ford Dealers Game of the Week.
Hi, I'm Joan London with A Place for Mom. Over the years, we've helped thousands of families find senior care, and today's senior living communities have never been better, with amazing amenities like movie theaters, exercise rooms and swimming pools, public cafes, bars and bistros, even pet care services. And nobody understands your options like the advisors at A Place for Mom. These are local expert advisors that will partner with you to find the perfect place and determine the right level of care, whether that's just a helping hand or full-time memory care. Best of all, it's a free service. Call today. A Place for Mom. You know your family, we know senior living. Together, we'll make the right choice.
Call A Place for Mom right now to get our free ebook on financing senior care, as well as a free referral for senior living communities in your area. Call 1-800-290-9496. That's 1-800-290-9496.
If you or a loved one have had hernia repair surgery with mesh reinforcement and suffered infection, chronic pain, mesh migration, mesh failure, organ damage, or needed additional surgery, call the Rely On Group right now. You may be eligible to receive a cash award and compensation for your medical expenses. Your voice deserves to be heard. Call the Rely On Group to be connected with a personal injury attorney for a free consultation. Call 800-661-3310. That's 800-661-3310.
The 2-yard line.
Nice looking throw right there. Good pitch and catch. Check out the replay over here. 3-step drop, sits back there and just unloads it. Good tight spiral. Number one puts his hands on the ball and tries to get up there. 2 defenders for this Moore Lions defense bring him down, but good job by Harvey Cooper getting his hands down there and putting on the 2-yard line.
3rd and goal from the 2. Running play. Getting to the outside, turning it up and getting into the end zone for a touchdown. Cade Horton. And the Tigers are down by just 1 score.
That's a drive right there. Although some little minute costly penalties and then some penalties on the other side to help them along the way. Good job by them getting into the end zone. Cade finding it and putting it through.
Extra point attempt now for the Norman Tigers. Kick is on the way, it's good. And now with 4:56 left to go here in this 3rd quarter of play. As you take a look at the replay once again.
Just a simple quarterback run. Takes the ball, has hat for a hat, 10 blockers in front of him, including Edmondson. And instead of opting to go to the outside and taking the easy way out to the pylon, he cuts it back up and gets in as soon as he can. Man, one of the things we have not talked about is how young this quarterback is. Only a sophomore and showing a lot of composure during this game, running the offense, finding the open man, and getting it down the field. Again, I say, Coach mentioned they are a second-half team. I said they got a good stop on that last series on defense. Now on offense, they get a score.
Hey, here's a reminder for you not to miss any of the action. You can go to YurView.com/football and sign up for the Game Time newsletter to get the previous week's highlights, stories, and recruiting news, along with a preview of the upcoming week's matchups delivered straight to your inbox. Go to YurView.com/football and sign up for the Game Time newsletter for more information. All right, we got a good one here. Indian Hills Road separates Moore and Norman. And I know because I drive over it several times every day, seemingly. Here's the kick away.
Hope you get good mileage on gas.
They just let it fall dead. Now it's kicked and lost. Loose football, Tigers all over it. Did they get it, though? I don't think they did.
I don't know how they didn't come up with this football. Good headsy play. Mr. Johnny on the spot. Blake Gurrid right there. Just incredible, because seemed like it was 7 or 5 defenders for this Norman team.
3.
And he just sneaks in there, rolls in there, and picks it up and says, "Don't worry, guys.
Wow.
I got this."
That's a big play.
That's a game breaker right there.
Yeah. Still a long way to go. 4:53 left, 3rd quarter. Lions with the football, leading at 21-14. Highshaw, keeper, right side, hit, dropped in the backfield. That's going to go for a loss on the play.
And I think that might be the first time tonight that play did not go for a successful game. Look at it here. He gets off his block and just makes sure he has him contained, and then there's nowhere to go.
Drannon Lennox in on the tackle, number 25. Nice job right there by that young man.
Over there at his outside linebacker position.
Second down and 11. Running play up the middle. 3 yards there, maybe.
Another flag on the field.
A lot of holding calls tonight. Still sorting it out.
Penalty, second down, half the.
It's funny because that's something that Brad Hill mentioned to us before this ball game. He said there's going to be some different alignments, different fronts, and it's going to be hard to get double teams on these opposing defensive linemen. So you're seeing a lot of holding because they're not used to this. They're not used to the front and trying to make up for it in other ways. Referee's doing a good job calling it and seeing it.
See what kind of numbers Highshaw has on the night. He's been very, very effective. 12 carries, 114 yards on the night, 4 of 6 passing. In trouble here, and he's going down, sacked for a big loss.
There's my man again, number 17, Cedric Sills. Yeah, young man, eat. Check out the replays. He comes off the edge from his outside linebacker position. Just seems like it's a rollout pass, but he gets there too fast and he's not able to adjust. Luckily, he hangs on to the football right there because it was loose.
So what looked like a promising drive to take over now has the Moore Lions punting from their own end zone. It's a 4th and 16 situation. Good punt. Fair catch called for, taken about the 42-yard line in Moore territory. And once again, the Norman Tigers will have the opportunity to this time go down the field and maybe even tie it up or perhaps take the lead. Hey, a reminder coming up tomorrow night, we're going to be right back at you. The Big Green of Norman North and Edmond Santa Fe coming your way tomorrow night. That'll be on Cox 1333, YurView.com.
Who's calling that game, Steve?
Dion Amade and some old dude.
Yeah. I heard that old dude's pretty cool.
I saw a newspaper article about some young color analyst that has been tearing it up. Here's a tough run. Number 4, Tyler Crump, all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Back into the red zone, the Norman Tigers they go. Check out this replay right here. Cade sitting in that pocket, getting out of the pocket and running on the move, throwing on the move, able to find number 4, doing a good job eluding some tacklers and getting up the field. Number 4 right there, Tyler Crump.
They're at the 11-yard line again. Seems like every time they get to the 11, something bad happens. There's a sack. Good job on the Moore defensive front, getting in there and leading that bull rush.
Yeah, look at number 69, Mr. Jacobs, able to get in the backfield. It seems like he was there from the first snap. Had nowhere to go for number 14, Cade.
And then London Lester in there again. There he is. Both teams get in that red zone, and then they get a little shy.
Just trying to make it a little harder on themselves. They like the challenge.
Horton over the middle. Incomplete.
Seems like a little miscommunication. 2 of the wide receivers seem to be in the same general area.
It almost looked like the umpire may have been in the way.
There's no way he could be in the way, Steve. He's a part of the field.
Okay.
That's what they tell you.
I could tell that I'm not going to go anywhere with that argument, so I'm just going to drop it right now. Flushed out of the pocket, dropped again.
Wonder if we can see a replay Check this out, because it seemed like he had some time in the pocket, a couple extra seconds to step in there and let his wide receivers get open down the field. Gets a little, gets a little hasty. Doesn't really trust the protection, trust the pocket, and tries to make something happen on his feet.
Niall Holder listed 5'9", 210. I don't know about that. Looks like a bigger boy than that.
I would agree. I saw him down on the field.
4th down and 24, and whistles blow.
How far do they have to go?
All the way to the one.
Play game.
They can get to the 1 yard line and get a first down.
Back to the 30-yard line.
Otherwise, it's end zone or nothing.
Look out for vertical routes, Lions.
Deep to the right side, incomplete. Double coverage out there. Highshaw was in the vicinity. Also number 10, Dylan Buckheit. 4th down, and the Lions take over once again.
Spotted at the 30-yard line.
This is one of those games that's probably going to frustrate both teams. Moore's probably had an opportunity to really score a couple more times, and we know that Norman has had certainly the opportunity.
Yeah, and they're both teams kind of shooting themselves in the foot with penalties and turnovers.
So a minute 15 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Lions with the football. Play clock down to 5. Highshaw breaks free. All the way down to about the 40-yard line. And it looked like there was confusion as Highshaw goes down and he's hurt.
He looks like he's in pain.
That would not be a good sign. Let's take a watch and see what we can see. See, they bumped each other there, but yet he still got through untouched into the secondary. Kind of got the lower part of his legs crossed there.
As much as he's played tonight, though, much energy he's spent, I would not be surprised if some cramps over there.
Got him down as though it looks like it's a cramping injury.
You got to remember, he's playing both sides of the ball, and he's playing it very well, I might add.
Yeah, he is. He's had a great game. Lions football, straight running play off the left side.
Good move by the backup quarterback coming in and trying to spell. Check out this replay right here. Gives him the little dead leg, right, bam, right there, and makes a move to the end zone, picks up a couple more yards.
Cameron Allen on the carry. There he is. He has quarterbacked some this year.
Good-looking kid, too, at the quarterback position.
Highshaw still being tended to with the leg or cramp issue on the sidelines. Running play, straight ahead again inside the 30, down to about the 27-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Good hard running.
Now we got somebody for the Tigers who's a little slow to get up. That's 39. Braden Henry, 5'7" junior. There's Cameron Allen. And it looks like they're going to let the final seconds tick off this 3rd quarter clock. And that will send us to the 4th and final quarter. That's exactly what it will do for us here on your Oklahoma Ford Dealers Game of the Week. It's game time, and it's right here on YurView. Currently, it's the Moore Lions on top of the Norman Tigers. 21-14 our score. We'll be back.
Duncan just protected his family with a $500,000 life insurance policy. How much do you think it cost him? $100 a month? $75. $50? Actually, Duncan got his $500,000 for under $27 a month, less than $1 a day. His secret? SelectQuote. In just minutes, a SelectQuote agent will comparison shop nearly a dozen highly rated life insurance companies and give you a choice of your 5 best rates. Duncan's wife, Cassie, got a $750,000 policy for $19 a month. Give your family the security it needs at a price you can afford. Since 1985, SelectQuote has saved over 1 million families millions of dollars on life insurance. Call now, 800-273-6093, or go to SelectQuote.com. Discover what over 1 million families know now. We shop, you save.
Do you hurt? Are you sore? Is every day a battle with pain? Then you need to call the Medical Help Network. If you have Medicare or private insurance and you're in pain, regardless of your age, we can help. You can receive prescription topical ointments, wrist, knee, back, ankle, even neck braces, all with little or no cost to you. The call is free, the shipping is free, and we do all the paperwork for you free. So why are you putting up with pain when relief is just a phone call away?
Welcome back, everybody. For the best in Oklahoma, make sure you check out your Oklahoma Ford dealers. They help us bring you all the action here. Moving now to the fourth quarter of play. Moore Lions with the football, looking at a 1st down and 10 on the Norman 27-yard line. Highshaw has not returned yet. Running play left side. Allen's going to keep it, get it down to the 25-yard line. I'm looking for Highshaw on this near side. Yeah, he's on the table right now, and they are still stretching out a hip, it looks like, maybe, or
seems like that hamstring.
Well, that hamstring. He did go down kind of funny.
And I mentioned earlier, he was drenched in sweat coming off the field on defense and then going back in on offense.
In trouble. Blitz is coming, and quarterback is going down.
3 guys for the Norman Tigers, number 45, number 41, and number 92, both over there in a race. First guy to put him down is number 45 for this defense, Tevin Randall.
Kobe Wilson also there, number 92, as they get in there and make the tackle.
Defensively, I mean, Cedric Seals and Tevin Randall have had one heck of a ball game.
45-yard line in Norman territory is the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 18. Here comes the blitz up the middle. They pick it up pretty well. Pass incomplete through the outstretched hands. Trying to hook up there with number 10, Dylan Buckheit, incomplete.
And it looked good. Check out this. It just over the top. I mean, it's catchable, but just a little high for Buckheit.
That'll bring up a 4th down situation. Lions punting situation, taking care of those duties. Number 15 is Joe Ballack. Little pooch kick off to the far left side. Goes out of bounds. Let's see where they're going to spot this one. And right at about the 18-yard line. 1st and 10. There's Highshaw. He's back up on the sideline.
Seems to be trying to stretch it out a little bit more. Doesn't really, not going in on defense just yet. Trying that walk it off method that you keep talking about, huh?
Works all the time.
No, it doesn't.
Not if you don't try to walk it off.
Pickle juice is the remedy.
Running play left side. We'll pick up about 6 yards on that carry.
The big sophomore, number 7, Jordan Forbes again. Ford, excuse me.
Low snap. Incomplete is the ruling on the pass play. Stops the clock with 10 minutes and 9 seconds remaining.
Max Cato trying to get his hands underneath the football, trying to make it a completion. Doesn't fool the referee over there on the sideline, though.
Third down and 4. Snap throw, defender is right there. Broken up by number 21, Colton Albert.
And almost an interception, just a good play by Mark Williams as you check out the replay of just getting in front of the ball and knocking it away from the defender.
Down 4, the ball toward the 23-yard line.
So 4th down, punting situation, 10:05 left to go. Dropping back to take care of the punting duties for the Norman Tigers, number 12 is Jonah Payton. And deep for the Lions goes Dylan Buckheit. No rush. Low kick to the far right side. Touched it about the 46-yard line. And that's where the Norman Tigers will put it in play once again. Not much going on in the second half, just a lot of slugging and
just two teams trading penalties and trading punts, essentially. I mean, they started off hot, or at least Norman did with that first drive, taking it down for a score, but everybody's gone cold. Seems like with Highshaw coming back into the ballgame, maybe we'll see some electrifying plays once again. Look at his numbers right here, 4 for 6 passing, 52 yards, and then 14 rushes for 135 yards, having one nice night.
It's almost 10 yards a carry from the quarterback position on a running football team. It's one thing to do it when they don't know you're getting the football. Here he keeps it himself, and he might go the distance. Down the sideline, Daniel Highshaw, touchdown Lions.
I think they gave him some pickle juice on the sideline. That's what really did the trick right there.
Something did.
Just another zone read play, and he pulls it once again, has me fooled even up here in the booth. And as soon as he gets outside, there's nothing but daylight, and nobody's going to catch him. Nobody has the angle as the swinging gate comes out into effect.
What was that, 50 some odd yards? 55. He had 136, I think he said, so 191 now.
That's quick adding, Steve. No calculator at all, huh?
Oh, no. Huh. Here's the extra point attempt. Snap back, ball down. The kick is through.
Good.
And now it's 28-14. More Lions on top.
And right after we just said nothing really happening, they're trading penalties, they're trading punts, he comes in and shows us, oh, wait, guys, I got something for you. Just comes off the medical bench and goes 55 yards to the end zone. 4th touchdown tonight. He's got it all right now.
Big interception. And just a sophomore, too.
Both of these quarterbacks, just sophomores and really playing well.
Lions looking for that first victory of the season. Of course, Norman looking for their first win as well. Right now, you'd have to say that looking better for the Lions.
Yep, taking it back up to a 2-score lead. 9 minutes and 43 seconds left in the ball game.
Carlos Soto is the kicker for the Lions. Gets the approach, puts the foot into it, and they say that one of his teammates was offsides. Daniel Highshaw, one of the candidates for the Mazio's MVP of the night, has certainly improved his stand. There's Rocky Martin, the head coach for the Norman Tigers, trying to get that extra effort out of his young men that he would like to see. And with 9:42 left, comeback is still not out of sight.
Well, I got a little tip for them. This guy in blue,
number two,
tackle him.
Can't say don't let him have the ball because he's the one that takes the snap. Here's the kick on the far side that goes out of bounds.
Another flag on the field.
It goes out of bounds. They brought the ball at the 35-yard line.
See, the one thing a lot of teams still talk about when we go by and we visit with some of the coaches on Sunday afternoons for the TV show, and they keep saying, man, we got to cut down on penalties. We're hurting ourselves.
And I mean, it's to be expected early in the season. I mean, if it's still happening week 5, week 6, then you have something to really worry about. But normally early in the season, the team trying to get back into form, it's going to happen. And a big tackle for loss right there by number 99, Mr. Holder. Nobody was holding him on that play.
It's pretty good.
He's coming in there and tripping up Edmondson. He thought he might have had a little running lane.
Quick pass, little slant there that well defended. Somebody got a hand on it. Pass goes incomplete.
It seemed like the timing was really off on that play. Didn't seem, check out the replay again, didn't seem like the receiver had his head all the way turned around. But also a great play by number 21 for the Moore Lions, Colton Albert. Just diving, great effort.
3rd down and 13. Wide receiver screen. That's going to bring up an interesting call here with 4th down and about 4.
That was a nice play by London Lester again. Able to come up and make the play because it seemed like they had parted the Red Sea for number 10, Andrew Young. He comes out of nowhere flying in and making the tackle.
Looks like we've got a timeout in the field, injury timeout perhaps. 2 remaining for Moore, 3 for Norman. Number 50 for the Norman Tigers, Robert Kowaleski, junior lineman. A little slow getting off the field. Want to make sure that everybody's okay and well adjusted.
Allowing these teams over here to get hydrated really quickly. Smart moves by the training staff and the refs, just taking care of the kids, make sure they get hydrated. Some cramps are starting to happen on the field.
It's amazing how far science has come.
Yeah. So is this where you tell me y'all didn't have Gatorade back in your day and you just get up and walk it off and rub it out?
That's what we're telling you. We've been trying to tell you that for about a month now. Norman, pass complete. That should be enough for a 1st down on a big 4th down conversion.
That's a nice grab too. Check it out again. Nice job getting the snap, one-handing that, and then putting the ball on a rope. Then Andrew Young going up and getting it. Impressive 1st down right there.
On so many different levels. Here's a running play. Edmondson up the middle. Edmondson going to get about 7.
First time Edmondson seen some daylight since the 2nd quarter.
Norman trying to move quickly.
Moore.
And Moore's going to take a timeout. They want to make sure that this game is played at their pace. Norman trying to rally and come back, so they're obviously hurrying to the line of scrimmage. And the clock is stopped right now with 8:29 left to go. We'll take a timeout ourselves and continue on your Oklahoma Ford dealers game of the week. It's game time on YurView. Welcome back, everybody. Game time on YurView. Your Ford dealers game of the week. Moore Lions have the best of it right now. Norman just got a big first down to keep their hopes alive. Here's another quick slant pattern again. Andrew Young, another first down as he gets down inside the 30, down to about the 28-yard line.
You can see that Caden Andrews have a good connection right there. Even on the sideline, you could see them chatting each other up and talking about what's going on out there on the field. And you see it paying dividends where on the field it goes into having some success.
Delay of the game.
Well, that's interesting. Rocky Martin trying to understand how he's trying to move as quick as possible. Clock stopped, 8:22 left to go. Moore Lions leading at 28-14. Tigers with the ball at the Moore 33-yard line. Cade Horton, pump fake right, throws back left. Young dropped it.
And you hate to see that because he had a lot of blockers in front of him, and they made a nice little lane for him to run and get up the field. Got to catch the ball first, look it in, don't look to run. Look the ball in first. Make sure you have it in your possession before you get up the field and run with it.
So 2nd down and 15. Horton takes the snap, throws right side, downfield, pass is caught, hit immediately and dropped.
That is an impressive throw right there from the other hash, throwing the ball on a rope out there for, check out the replay. 3-step drop, looks, unloads, and good job by number 1, Harvey Cooper, bringing the ball in after the big hit. Excuse me, that's number 4, Tyler Crump.
3rd down and 6. Horton straight ahead run. He's got a lane and he's got into the end zone. Touchdown. No flags on the play, and the Norman Tigers back to within a score.
And they take a play right out of the Moore Lions playbook. Zone read. This time he keeps it and gets up the field, has a nice lane right in the middle of the defense, and makes a cut to the outside and in for the touchdown. It's a 1-possession game.
Cade Horton, big second half. Nice run. And right now, just 8 points away from tying it. Penalty flag comes out. Whistles blow and
dead ball, encroachment, defense, half the distance, replay.
Got a lot of silly penalties.
A lot.
Both coaches would tell you that, pretty sure too.
Both of these teams really being led by their young sophomore quarterbacks. Both of them putting the team on their back and saying, hey guys, we want a victory. We really, really want a victory. Lean on me, I'll take care of it for you.
Here comes the extra point attempt now. Snap back, ball down. Kick is good. And with 7:40 left to go, it's a 1-touchdown game, 28-21. More on top of Norman when we come back right here on YurView.
How do you become America's best-selling brand?
Shoulder pads, helmet, safety first. Have fun out there, guys.
Be the hammer, not the nail. Lead with the shoulder, drive through the body, grab the arm, go, go, go!
Who are you?
Mama's building champions.
Whoa. Safe, tough, and game day ready. That's Ford, and that's how you become the best in Oklahoma. Now for a limited time, get 0% financing for 72 months plus $1,000 owner loyalty cash on F-150. Only at your Oklahoma Ford dealers.
Because practice pays off. Because it's better to give than to receive. Because there's no place like home. MidFirst Bank will always be true to your money, with innovative services that let you focus on what's most important. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
Improving the lives of Oklahomans is the proud heritage of Oklahoma Farm Bureau. Today, whether you live on the farm, small town, or big city, Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance is here to protect you when life happens, when you need us most. Everyone claims to be local. Only Oklahoma Farm Bureau has locations in every county across our state. Contact an agent today. We're ready to help save you money and give you real peace of mind. We're the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better.
A lot of penalties, but other than that, it's been a really good ball game.
Grady Wade takes care of the kicking duties for the Norman Tigers. He's about to kick it away. High short kick to the far right side, taking it about the 28-yard line. Now coming cross country and finally grabbed onto. Here comes the pile, still moving. And that went about an extra 10 yards there.
It seemed like just a mosh pit of kids rushing down the field.
Let's take a look at the scoring drive. This is Cade Morton throwing to the right side.
Ball on a rope right there. Impressive throw from hash to the other side of the field. And Cade takes the ball up the middle on the zone read, just takes a cut, goes into the end zone and shows it off a little bit. Way to go, Cade Horton.
Well, now can you hold on to the football? Can you run the football? Can you work the clock? These are all those things that you work on when you're lifting weights in June and July and going through the hard workouts in August.
You got to think about it. Fourth quarter.
Sing it.
Fourth quarter. Fourth quarter.
Lions have the lead. They have the football. Highshaw nearly 200 yards rushing on the night. Gonna keep it. Right side, stiff arm again. Breaks a tackle. Look at those moves. Boy, he's excited.
He sure is. And picks up a lot of blockers, too. Doesn't do it on his own. Number 78, Hunter Patterson, doing a good job coming from the left side of the offense, from his left tackle position, and then pulling. Check him out, leading the way, and then good job by Daniel making some cuts and getting down the field. Highshaw doing it all his own. Telling you, this young sophomore is ready to put on a show.
He stops and starts and moves so many different ways. Here he'll keep it again, and he'll get about 6 on this carry, so that puts him well over 220 or so. 220 yards rushing. 17 carries. That's pretty good, man.
Yeah, and I think the coaching staff is being smart, not using him on defense those last 2 drives, allowing him to rest and save up some energy because they know they're going to need him on offense to put on some points for this team.
Highshaw, hands on his hips. From here, looking about as exhausted as I'm sure he feels. Takes it off the left side, turns it upfield, gets the first down, still on his feet, inside the 5, diving for the end zone. Did he get in? Highshaw.
Down at the 1. So anticlimactic right there.
Wow.
It seemed like he stretched and reached for the pylon and got in, but the far judge over there says no, down at the 1. You can tell he's tired, so he wants to get in the end zone and go to the sideline. Check him out, reach for it, reach. But it seems like, I think that referee said he was out of bounds just before he reached that pylon.
So close, look at him.
Tired.
So that gets him probably up to 244 yards rushing tonight. Running play. That gets turned back by the Norman Tigers.
Yeah, he was not even thinking about pulling that football.
Norman has all 3 timeouts remaining. We just went under the 6-minute mark, so still plenty of time left to play. Second down and goal for the Lions from the Norman 2-yard line. And whistles blow, flags fly before we go anywhere.
Encroachment defense lined up in the neutral zone.
And there you hear the explanation from our referee tonight. Not going to mean a whole lot, just half the distance to the goal line, but it's about 1.5 feet. Took one long stride out there.
Second goal at the 1.
And I'd be interested to know how many actual play calls that the Moore Lions offense has called tonight, because it seems like 75% of the calls have been zone read.
Yeah. Here's Highshaw, keeper, trying to funnel his way in there. And they do get the signal. Now here comes the other side judge. He's running in there because he was signaling as though he thought his knee was down. Hold on.
And he had a better view because it seemed like the other referee had a bunch of blockers in his way, but he had a clear view on this right side over here.
Here comes the explanation from our referee. Yay or nay?
Signals third down.
Okay. Knee was down.
And I thought his knee and his elbow might have hit down before he crossed that goal line. Take another look. He gets a little tripped up. His knee goes down right about there. It's kind of hard to see from that angle. Wish we had the view that the referee had over there to the side, but he had a good view of it, so I'm going to trust his call.
So that will allow them to take more time off the clock. Now play clock under, or the game clock under 5 minutes. Highshaw going to keep it, get into the end zone, score.
There's no question in that one, Steve. That's a touchdown.
Puts him back on top. Daniel Highshaw.
5 touchdowns tonight. 5. That's one nice ball game.
You know, and we looked at the numbers in preparation for this game, and we were trying to figure out, well, who's been leading the way for the Moore Lions, and they've tried a couple of different quarterbacks, and then we see Highshaw here tonight. What he's done, I think he's won himself a job.
I would reckon so. Coach said that they would have multiple guys come out here and run the quarterback position. I've only seen one quarterback that you need, Coach, and that's Highshaw.
Yeah, he's done a great job here tonight. Extra point is good, and now the Lions have extended their lead to 35-21. 4:49 left to go here in this contest.
It's time to smile for the LSI Orthodontics Band Camp.
And this gives me the opportunity to tell you that all Game Time High School football games stream live each week at YurView.com. You can also check back throughout the week for the Ford Game of the Week highlights and additional coverage, including the new weekly high school football recruiting podcast, Over the Middle, with host Jeremy Crabtree. I've even seen some days or from games back in the day when I had brown hair. Yeah, I can't believe that, can you?
Brown?
Brown. Long time ago. Everybody had more hair back then.
It was the times?
It was the times.
No. Interesting.
It was the best of times.
Worst of times?
No, it was the best of times.
Okay.
35-21. Moore Lions looking for their first win of the season. They lost in the Moore War to Westmore Jaguars. Westmore looks like they may be the best team on the west side of the state this year.
Yeah, they got a good one.
Here's a kick to the far side of the field. That's going to be taken by Young. Young near side runs it out of bounds. And here's the scoring drive coming your way. Moore Lions. Highshaw keeping it, pulling it, and then getting around the corner.
Yeah, making a couple of moves and coming to the outside, just getting up the field, taking what he can get and getting out of bounds. You check it out again, just a quarterback, pure run, gets to the outside, gets a couple blockers, and then you're going to see him dive to the pylon, but the referee calls him out of bounds at the 2-yard line. This one takes it right up the gut, no question about it. It's a touchdown.
Flags fly as we get back to the action here with 4:44 to play.
Okay, first down.
Start thinking about some of the great games that we've had here on YurView and in years past. Remember the quarterback for Heritage Hall, Gerald Jones, who ended up going to Tennessee. He had like a 6-touchdown game. Wes Welker obviously had a big game. Here's a pass down the middle. Incomplete. Flag is out.
And guess who it is? Number 2, the man of the hour, Daniel Highshaw. See what this penalty is all about first, though.
They're coming down to that end of the field.
Penalty flag on the play.
They're talking it over, and here we go.
Holding on the defense before the interception. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Against the Lions.
Hold on, guys.
He's not done.
Got to give my explanation first. Come on now.
So long. Penalty against the defense. So that'll be the, 15-yard variety.
All right. Defensive holding before the interception. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot results in a first down.
So 10-yard penalty.
So question, and this might be, but why did he tell them to hold on if they pretty much eventually ended up in the same spot?
Have to have the authority, that feeling of being in control.
Oh, okay.
That's what the white hat means.
Ah.
Morton looking, throwing far side. Pass is caught. Did he get at least 1 foot in? Apparently not. 4:32 left to go.
Second down, 10. The ball is still at 39 yards.
Check out this replay again. On the move. Gets it out there. But it is way out of bounds. Good job by number 18, Max Koto, to bring it in.
Quick throw.
Just another stick route. Number 2, Highshaw.
He was trying to jump that route.
Yeah. Normally when they've been hitting those, it's been a cover 4 zone coverage, and the corners have been really given a lot of depth. This time, kind of baits them to throw the football, and he throws it. He jumps in there, just doesn't make the interception.
3rd down and 10. Edmondson gets the corner, fights forward. He'll pick up about 6 on the play. Bring up 3rd down or 4th down and 4.
Yeah, good job by number 30, Kanan Nelson, bringing him down before he can hit the corner and get to running. Being fourth quarter, 4 minutes left in the ball game, you have no choice but to go for it on 4th down here.
Rolls out, tries to find some separation. Oh my, did he get clocked? That's going to be an automatic 1st down on that one.
And he's a tough hombre for getting up after that. Shows that it doesn't phase him at all.
Roughing the passer.
Did you see it?
I did not.
Oh my gosh.
Let's check out a replay though.
Helmet to helmet. I mean, he got waxed, as they say. You take a look.
Yeah, that's definitely helmet to helmet. He got no choice but to call that.
And he's off of his feet.
Woo. It's just a good thing that his head doesn't hit the turf right there.
Right.
Normally that's what causes those concussions. More than the initial impact, it's that hit when you hit the ground and then your head bangs on the turf. I'm not a doctor or anything, though. I'm just a guy that's had a couple concussions in his lifetime.
Haven't we all? All right, so now the Tigers, with that first down, have a new life. Low snap, in trouble. Horton just keeps slipping tackles, actually gains 2 yards out of it. That was not the play they wanted, though.
That is not the play at all. And that's one of those ones where you have to go talk to your center real quick and say, hey, let's get on the same page on the snap count here. Another flag on the play, though.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike.
Well, this is not the way you're trying to close out a victory. They're going to march this ball further down into Moore territory.
And you got to be aware, like, as a defense, you are still in a very serious situation. You are not up 4 touchdowns here. It's a 2-score ball game, and if they put the ball in the end zone, they have the opportunity for an onside kick and get the ball again, which you being winded.
Pass to the far side is incomplete. 3:35 left to go on the game clock. Norman has 3 timeouts. Moore has 1. Here's a look at that last play. Trying to come back and just disrupted there.
Number 28 again, London Lester, just like number 17 for this Norman's defense, Cedric Seals. Lester's been all over the field tonight.
Andrew Young with a reception that's going to get them inside the 10-yard line, down to about the 6.
Check out the play again. Just a 5-yard out. Nice stiff arm to get up the field and then get out of bounds to stop the clock.
Tigers handoff in the middle, pushed back. Big number 7, Jordan Ford.
Little chirping going on down there on the field. All part of the game.
Run it to the right side. Morton hit, driven. He's not a very big guy, but he sure does bounce around pretty good.
He's got a lot of moxie out there, taking hits and giving some himself. Now this Norman team has to think about the situation that they're in. 2 minutes and 48 seconds left in the ball game, so they got to get in the end zone quick to get another score and then try to get an onside kick or another possession so they can also come down the field again and put some more points on the board to tie this ball game up.
Billy Wilcox, senior lineman, being tended to by the training staff now.
What are you stretching it out there? It kind of looks like cramps. What do you suggest there, Steve?
I think he's going to be all right.
Yeah,
he's going to get it stretched out. Let's take a look and see what Moore has the rest of their way schedule-wise. You look at the games that they have already played, and the game coming up next week, they'll take on Southmore. Then they'll have Putnam City North. Then Union and Mustang. Pretty tough back end of that schedule.
Very much so. Ended it off with Edmond North.
Did he get in or not? They are saying touchdown here on the near side. Big collision there in the middle.
Yeah.
One that you could hear up here. You can see him showing some movement down there, so hopefully everything's going to be all right. One of the big linemen going down with 2:41 left to go in our contest here. Still waiting for the extra point attempt that will come after they get the young man taken care of. I believe they have rolled him over now. .241 left to go here in the fourth quarter of play.
Yeah, and as we take this little injury timeout here,
There's a lot of promise for this Norman Tigers team. If you look at the roster, some of the big players out here on the field, their quarterback, number 14, Cade Horton, sophomore. Big-time wide receiver, number 10, Andrew Young, sophomore. And then the guy who just scored the touchdown, Jordan Ford, sophomore. I mean, they got some good players in this program that are young. They could have some really good success coming up in the next 3 years.
Well, as we watch for the young man on the field, I want to remind everybody this week on YurView's High School Football Recruiting Podcast, you can find out more from Josh Ward of WNML in Knoxville, breaking down the Tennessee-Florida recruiting rivalry. YurView analyst, former Dallas Cowboy and SMU Mustang Dale Hellestray previews the feature game of the week, plus his own thoughts on how Arizona and Arizona State have struggled with local recruiting. Dale recounts his memories of being recruited back in the SMU Pony Express days. And there you can see the young man being helped off of the field. Check it out at yourview.com to find out more. Snap back, trouble with the snap. It's a low snap and a low kick that is no good.
And that really, really hurts because in this next drive, if you do get the onside kick, not only do you need a touchdown, you need a second point 2-point conversion to tie the ball game up. Don't know if somebody got in there or got a hand or if it would just hit off the side of the foot.
Looked like it was just a bad exchange there as the holder had problems just handling it cleanly. And by the time he got it down and the kick was off and away, it was a little low. Take a look and watch the holder again. He just had some problems getting it down in time there, and that's all timing. And anybody who knows anything about kicking that ball knows he was way behind on that, and that was going to be tough to get up and over.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate right there.
2:41 left to go. Don't forget, back at you again tomorrow night. We'll be over at Harv Collins Field in Norman. Norman North Timberwolves will be hosting the Edmond Santa Fe Wolves. Some good athletes on both squads there. Norman North losing last week to UConn was a bit of a surprise. Edmond Santa Fe got themselves a victory. So getting ready to head into district play here before too long. And right now, it's Norman all set to kick off. They trail by 8 with 2:41 to play here in the fourth quarter. Here's the high onside kick. They got the bounce they wanted for. If you ever wanted to draw up or have a video on the perfect onside kick, you just saw it right there.
And there it is, their big, tall senior receiver, Mark Williams, number 3, 6'3". Look at him go up and get it. Nice.
You can't defend that.
You can't. You can't. Can't coach 6'3" too.
Man, 6'3" athletic. As he got just the tip, it bounced twice, and that second one just took off in the air over the return man's head and right into the hands of our young man there that we're seeing, Mark Williams. Take a look at this one more time.
He misses the field goal, but he executes the onside kick. It just pops over number 4's head. He thinks it's coming right for him, but it just lands right in the hands of number 3, Mark Williams.
Now Horton in trouble. Gets away as he always seems to. Pass is complete near side.
Get out of bounds. There you go.
And they'll push him out of bounds. That's Ford. We do have flags in the defensive secondary. The original gain was going to be enough for a first down.
Good job by Horton right there, eluding the pressure and just finding an open receiver down the field.
Personal foul. I couldn't tell you.
Norman players calling the Norman medical staff out as Edmondson has gone down, apparently with cramps or some type of leg injury. And as we wait for this to take care of itself. Edmondson now on his feet going towards the sidelines. Let's take a look at the schedule for the Norman Tigers. And next week, no easy task for them. They have to go on the road to play at Jenks. Then they'll play Edmond Santa Fe, at Yukon, Westmore, at Broken Arrow, Ponca City, and Edmond Memorial. So there's not many gimmies anymore in 6A football, and they feel the same way in 6A too. I mean,
it's a daunting task every week. You got to lace them up and put on those pads.
2:25 left to go. 3 timeouts remaining for Norman. They trail by 8. Snap back. Hort in trouble. Flushed out, lost the football, and I believe Moore's got it. They do.
What an unfortunate play right there for the Norman Tigers. He just gets hit awkwardly, and the ball pops out of his hand, and number 88 is over there to race and get onto the football. Marcus Morris, before it goes out of bounds. Look at it, take another look. He's just running, and number 15, I think, gets his hand underneath and just pops it up. Give the credit to Joe Baylock right there, being there, making the tackle, and getting his hands on it. And if I was this team, I'd just take a knee and get out of here with the win.
There still is 2:17 remaining, and they still have a ways to go. Dion's going to take off for the sidelines right now. The Moore Lions just want to chew up as much clock as possible. Right now, the play clock is running, but not the game clock. Highshaw hands it off, run the left side, and they'll get about 7-8 yards on the carry. Nice run. Lions picked up 9 on that first down carry. You would think that Norman would use their timeouts after this play here. Play clock down to 3. Highshaw going to keep it, get the first down, and then the ball comes out. I heard whistles before the ball came out. They're going to say, no, it is dead. Ball was down. That's what I thought I saw and heard, that the whistles had already sounded. The clock stopped with 1:26 left to go. And here it is once again. Highshaw just riding that thing, stripped of the ball. Tell you what, though, that's a loose football. Might have to look at that again almost. They keep it, however. And now a timeout taken with 1:21 left to go in our contest. Edmond or Moore having the best of it right now. Cox Home Life is allowing you to unlock your home's full potential and help your home take care of you. 24/7 professionally monitored security provides peace of mind, plus video monitoring and automation features like smart door locks, smart thermostats, and smart lighting let you see and control your home from anywhere. Go to cox.com/homelife or visit your local Cox Solutions store to find out more on how to get free professional installation and a free HD camera. Not sure what the issue is on at the field at the moment, but Norman has 2 timeouts remaining. They just used their third that was left. It's a first down and 10 for the Moore Lions, trying to hold on to a 35-27 lead. All right, here we go. Play clock and game clock have started. They can take it down to right about 1 minute of play. And instead, it looks as though the referee's going to talk to the side judge from the far side who was on the Norman side of the field. He could be wanting to know whether or not the game clock was supposed to start as well. They got the first down, so the ball, the markers were set. All right, let's see what we got here. Any explanation? Put some more time back on the clock. I did notice that, 11 seconds. Now they take it off. Either way, here we go, back to the action. Norman with the football. Play clock is running, the game clock is not running. And here's saying it could be out. And Norman somehow comes away with the football. That's incredible. Number 41, Tyron Robb, comes away with the football. Dion, what'd you see down there?
Yeah, guys, they've run the zone read play successfully all night, but the time that they really need it, the quarterback tries to hang on to the ball. The running back is pulling it away from him, trying to keep it for himself. It's just a miscommunication on both of their parts. It's kind of unfortunate. I mean, they've done so well with it tonight. It was their bread and butter, and now it's on the turf, and Norman has another opportunity to tie this ball game up.
All right, you got to find Andrew Young, number 10, one of their receivers. He's been one of their go-to guys. He's on the bottom of your screen. The pass goes to the far right side, and it's intercepted. And it's Highshaw again. Highshaw inside the 30. All the way down inside the 20. By that man, a popsicle. He's had himself quite a night tonight. His second interception, and that surely seals the game. Pass was out there in the right general location, but was tipped, intercepted, and Highshaw continues his great evening.
Yeah, just an opportunity right there, a pass that Horton has made all night from the opposite hash, the 10-yard out, but this time it's just too high, and the ball lands in the lap of Highshaw, and he takes it all the way down into their own territory, and that should be a wrap for the ball game, guys.
I think Highshaw could sleep till Sunday.
What a sequence of events.
Man.
Turnover, turnover, turnover.
And you add up the yards that he had on offense plus his return yards on the interceptions tonight, probably close to 400. All right, Lions with the football. Going to keep it, run it to the near side. Both hands wrapped around the football. It looks like Norman will use their timeout. Scoreboard says they still have one more remaining. 50 seconds left to go in the contest with Moore on top, 35-27. Quite a ball game here this evening.
It has been such a pleasure for me serving.
And opportunity again to remind you of something else that we've got going on for you. We don't want you to miss any of the action, so if you go to YurView.com/football and sign up for the Game Time newsletter to get the previous week's highlights, stories, and recruiting news, along with the preview of the upcoming week's matchups delivered straight to your inbox. Go to YurView.com/football. Norman coming back on the field after calling the timeout. They still have one remaining. It's 2nd down and 13, so you can bet that they'll snap it here, immediately call another timeout. No mistakes. Moore just takes the snap, runs right back in towards the middle of the line of scrimmage. The whistles sound. They will stop the clock for the final timeout. 45 seconds remaining. Been a good football game. Hard fought. Yeah, there's been mistakes, but both teams have been able to make things happen when they needed to. Both these teams with first-year head coaches, and both of them showing some promise here tonight, I thought, Dion, and you know, the way that they were able to move the football on the ground with the defensive plays that both sides were able to come up with at times. These don't look to be two teams that are going to be worried about, you know, winning just 1 or 2 games. I think they got a couple of wins on their schedule yet this year.
Yes, sir, they definitely do. But the situation, as I'm standing next to Coach Brad Hill right now, he's talking to his defensive coordinator and his offense up there in the booth, talking about that if it's very likely that they'll still have an opportunity to get the ball, and with probably 15 or 30 seconds left, chunk the ball down the field. So they're just getting ready for that.
Highshaw crashes in to the line of scrimmage. Game clock is running to 30. I don't know that they're going to have to snap it again or not. And it looks as though they will not. They will not have to reset the clock, and that's going to do it. More Lions start walking down towards the middle of the field, where they can celebrate with their fans after a hard-fought victory here and having to hold on at the end, but getting the victory 35-27. That's Coach Brad Hill's first win as the coach of the Moore Lions. You know he's got to be excited about that. Brad Hill, his hand on Daniel Highshaw. Say, don't go far from my side, son. We got to get you ready for this next ball game. What a performance that he turned in tonight. Tigers did not give up. They got down early, got down big, but battled back. And were able to pull out a few nice plays themselves. But nonetheless, they fall to 0-3 on the season. With the victory, the Moore Lions move to 2-1 on the year. As we said, we'll be bringing you more action tomorrow night. Edmond, Santa Fe, and Norman North will be your contest. So final score again, 35-27. Moore Lions victorious over the Norman Tigers here tonight at Moore School Stadium. Well attended here tonight. Always a great place to host the high school football games here at Moore School Stadium, and what a great job, and always so hospitable. And got to see some of the administration, athletic director Chad Mashburn was down there. Mark Richardson was around. Always good to see those guys. Like Coyle, and still waiting for Brad Hill to come over, the head coach for the Moore Lions, as they get the victory here tonight by a final score once again of 35-27. As you can imagine, got a lot of people that want to congratulate him on that first victory, and as soon as Dion is able to get him, then we will have that interview and get to visit a little further with Coach. But as he gets closer, he seems to get stopped every time. Somebody else wanting to grant him some well wishes. Coach Randall Loki has got him rounded up, and we should be ready to go. So let's now go down on the field once again. Dion Amade, take it away, Dion.
Coach, great ball game, first win of the season. Even got yourself a little blood on the jersey as well, too. How was the victory for you?
Oh, man, nerve-wracking. I mean, they're a good ball team, and we know they had explosive offense, and we got to do a better job keeping ourselves under control, not getting personal foul penalties. But I mean, it's great high school football, man.
Coach mentioned they're a second half team. How did you go about fighting off that second half surge from them?
Man, they had a surge, and we fortunately got a turnover down here, and then our young sophomore quarterback broke a couple of long runs, and then I think he had 2 interceptions on defense. He had a heck of a game, you know what I mean? So he kind of fought the surge off, I guess.
He sure did. Well, that was a great victory, Coach, and good luck on the rest of the season.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, Deion, thank you very much. Final score once again, the Moore Lions win it, final of 35-27. They defeat the Norman Tigers. We'll come back with more of our wrap-up for you right here on your Oklahoma Ford Dealers Game of the Week.
Friend, do you remember when it felt good to withdraw your cash from the bank to expand a business, go on vacation, or buy a new car? Well, today, withdrawing your own cash has become a very risky business, according to the secret war. Banks are now required to spy on us for the government and then report any suspicious or unusual behavior. I suggest you get the secret war free. Call the number on your screen or visit online.
This is important news for people who had a hip replacement and then had to have additional surgery as the result of a faulty hip implant or were diagnosed with high levels of metal in the blood. Faulty hip implants are linked to swelling, severe pain, difficulty walking, and often require additional surgery to replace or revise the hip implant. It can also cause dangerously high levels of metal in the blood, known as metallosis. If you or your loved one had a hip replacement and then had to have additional surgery as the result of hip implant failure or were diagnosed with high levels of metal in your blood called metallosis, you may have a right to a cash award and medical expenses. If you have been diagnosed with high levels of metal in your blood or have required more surgery because of hip implant failure, call the law offices of Davis & Crump at the number below right now to find out if you are eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Call the law offices of Davis & Crump right now. Our first consultation is free and we don't get paid unless you get paid. Call now. Operators are standing by.
The Ford High School Game of the Week is brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers, the best in Oklahoma. Mid-First Bank, true to your money. The Oklahoma Farm Bureau, the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. Mill Creek Carpet and Tile. Mazio's. And by Weoki Credit Union.
Welcome back again, everybody. Final score as you see it there, 35-27. The Moore Lions victorious tonight over the Norman Tigers on your Oklahoma's Ford Dealers Game of the Week. An exciting contest here this evening. When you looked at the pregame, we picked out 2 guys to watch. Turned out to be 2 pretty guys to watch in the contest this evening. Trayvon Edmondson from Norman, 23 carries for 82 yards, but it was more of Daniel Highshaw of Moore, who rushed for 253 yards, 2 interceptions, 113 yards in return yardage there. So you add it all up, and you have 305, 418 in total yards tonight for Daniel Highshaw. Let's go down and get some further thoughts there from our man, Dion Amide, who is standing by with Daniel Highshaw.
Standing here with Mr. Highshaw. Offense, defense, even special teams, you did it all tonight. How was it to feel to get your first victory of the season?
You know, it feels really good to get that first win under our belt, you know. You just got to move on, move forward from this win, get that confidence back, you know. We got to make a playoffs this year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It seemed like on offense that zone read was the play that was really working for y'all. Y'all did a lot of damage with that. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, sir. We've been watching film over them all week, you know. We've been practicing that zone read, you know. We thought we was going to come in and do what we did.
Well, it was an incredible performance, put up a lot of big numbers. I know you're tired, cramping up a little bit. Tell me how your body feels.
You know, I'm a little banged up, but, you know, that's part of football. You know, you're going to be banged up, but it's part of that win. That's going to be a part of it.
Sure is, sure is. Well, get some rest, and good job tonight, young man. That's Daniel Highshaw, our Mazio's MVP.
All right, and, of course, you can also find out more and text MVP to 664-4444 to receive a coupon for a large one-topping pizza for only $5. That's our Mazio's MVP. Final score once again, 35-27. Moore Lions over the Norman Tigers here tonight. We'll continue our post-game show right after this break.
into Game Time this Friday at 7 p.m. for the Ford Game of the Week. Edmond Santa Fe versus Norman North.
We all need clean water, but in too many of our communities, pollution threatens drinking water supplies, threatens the places where we swim, fish, and paddle. If we stand up together, we will ensure our children and grandchildren can enjoy a future of clean water and healthy rivers. Rivers are resilient. All they need is a fighting chance. Visit AmericanRivers.org/clean water to find out how you can make a difference.
Well, still some people left on the field here. Let's take a look at your final numbers for this evening. Moore Lions get the victory over the Norman Tigers here this evening. Passing yards, well, it kind of belonged to the Moore Lions, 223 passing yards. You look at the rushing yards there, the turnovers, the total yards. Both teams were able to move the football. Certainly this evening, Cade Horton, 160 yards as the quarterback tonight, throwing the football for the Norman Tigers. Daniel Highshaw was the star of the game, obviously your Mazzio's MVP of the contest. 21 rushes, 253 yards, and 5 rushing touchdowns as he leads the Moore Lions on to victory tonight by a final score of 35-27. We'll take a timeout. We'll continue. Dion will join me for one final segment here. Once again, your final score, the Moore Lions defeat the Norman Tigers by a score of 35-27.
Tune into Game Time this Friday at 7 p.m. for the Ford Game of the Week. Edmond Santa Fe at Norman North. Brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers. Best in Oklahoma.
Have you been denied credit? Or are you paying high interest rates because of a low credit score? Join the thousands of people who have relied on CreditRepair.com to help rebuild their credit score.
I had gone through a short sale a few years ago with my home, and I knew my credit took a tank.
I went to get my first car. I had to get a used car, high interest, and so I knew that things were done from there.
For over 15 years, we've helped thousands with their search for solutions to credit issues. We work with you, your creditors, and the credit bureaus with a unique approach designed to remove items like late payments, collections, charge-offs, liens, bankruptcy, and foreclosures that are unfair or inaccurate. Call today to learn how CreditRepair.com can help you rebuild your financial future.
I would consider CreditRepair.com to be incredible value.
I've gone up 40 points already.
Call now for your free credit consultation and see how CreditRepair.com can develop a personalized plan designed to raise your credit score.
Call 1-800-359-6051. That's 1-800-359-6051.
More quarterbacks that we should look out for in the future. And hey, Moore came out of the ball game with their first victory of the season. Impressive. They need to build from here.
All right, sounds good. That's going to do it for our telecast here this evening. Don't forget to check the replay. You can always go to YurView.com and check the replay at Cox 1333. For Mike Davis and Rob Case, the entire crew from Cox that helps us bring you the sights and sounds of high school football here this evening. Once again, your final score, the Moore Lions victorious tonight as they beat the Norman Tigers by a score of 35-27. Don't forget, tomorrow night, we'll be back at it again. Dion and I will be over at Harv Collins Field at Norman North. It'll be the Timberwolves playing host to the Edmond Santa Fe Wolves. Edmond Santa Fe and Norman North tomorrow night on your Oklahoma Ford Dealers Game of the Week. For Dion Amade, I'm Steve Marshall. Have a great Thursday night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.